Alright, guys, before the New Year's, I need to find out which bullshit takes the cake, which is the biggest thing ever. And I hope something stupid like when I did the Power 4 episode is not gonna happen, where two bullshit or three bullshit things, or all of them, just have exactly the same score, pretty much. And nothing comes out of it on top. Nothing piques my interest. I actually tried to make this episode before, and I started ranting about the end of the world. I just got hooked by the idea that one person could actually create the end of the world. But obviously, that person can always be stopped, and it's more of a ripple effect, you know. A hope that everyone is going to turn into a bomb and detonate themselves, and is going to trigger more bombs to activate, and whoever doesn't want to participate will still get blown up. But even then, it's like still really, really difficult to make sure it's 100% clear, you know. We created the idea of zombie apocalypse, and as close as we got to it, I don't know how possible all of this is. It's like, you also have to speculate that God must put some things in place to make sure that reality stays intact, so we just don't waste time with realities that could just fall apart anyways. So there's a lot of weird stuff. So I got sucked into that thought, but I don't want to feed into it too much, because it could be bullshit as well, you know. So I have to be very careful when I do these episodes about bullshit, because I know as I'm stacking, I'm becoming more and more influential, and this stuff actually changes people's minds. This is not just some simple YouTube video that you watch for entertainment. I take YouTube very seriously, man. I do it as an actual job to understand what YouTube is about and understand the full potential. I'm not here to hack YouTube and get as many views as possible. None of this shit, man. I have my own purpose, and my purpose is probably one of the biggest things ever, one of the most powerful things ever. But because I don't have influence, despite how life-changing my stuff is, I can't really reach out to the right people and flip the cards in the right order, basically, to make the change happen. And at the same time, it doesn't matter. Everyone fights for themselves. So the most important part is to focus on myself and see if I can change my life for the better. It sucks a little bit to see so much bullshit and try to avoid it, eventually playing the hard mode of life, because everything essentially is bullshit, and it is just so incredibly difficult to avoid all of it. You have to face some, you have to train yourself to solve a few things here and there, and but for now, we're just trying to detect. All right, we're putting on the glasses and detecting bullshit all over. Glasses to, start feeling, sensing bullshit here and there. Spider senses are about danger. Well, I detect bullshit for some reason, but it's like the main core of the series. Obviously, there's stuff like that makes me confused or torn, and stuff that some people think is not valuable, but I treat it as gold. So let's try and break down the 10 bullshit concepts that I collected that, stand out as most important. Honestly, that's as how many I actually did. I like took out like family is bullshit, medicine is bullshit, and not subscribing to me is bullshit. They're not as effective or important, or I'm not confident about it, or subscribe to me is just a meme, dude. Medicine is ridiculously annoying, but Oh, and I took out the books, reading books, because who cares, right? Also, I found out, if you click on this video, it has the lo-fi beats. This is probably... And maybe everything just came together in a perfect way, but I do feel that lo-fi has played quite a role. However, I kind of hate it, alright? It still feels like a distraction even though it's supposed to play in the background and stimulate you. I don't care about that. The best stimulation for music is to just listen it separately. I'm sorry, guys. You're not gonna get any lo-fi shit. But, I'll experiment a little bit. If it gets more views, maybe it's worth it just because, Except this time, I'm not doing it. Alright? Anyways. So where do we start? Well, anything stands out, right? Let's rotate, and if anything stands out, for me personally, I think what the winner is gonna be is the goddamn opportunity. Missing on opportunities. That fear that I feel on missing opportunities and not being able to rest properly, not knowing how to deal with this stuff, it really bothers me, man. And I know it bothers a lot of people too. It's also called fear of missing out, but when you talk about opportunities, I think it's a much broader concept. That's just how I feel at the moment. Anything else? Boredom's pretty big, of course. Rejection and ban, or censorship, are kind of on the same page as well. Well, not the same page as these two. They're in this pretty much the same concept. And I talked about rejection twice. So that's a weird one. I'm still not sure how to treat mental illness and disorder stuff. It's a little bit respected, kind of like family. If you have something wrong with you. But I am kind of pissed in how it's being handled, because science basically ruins everything. Why can't you ruin rainbow Nazis for me? Alright? Why can't you just ruin this community, science? You did a pretty good job so far ruining the shape of the earth and, again, mental illness. But you can't ruin rainbow Nazis, and you cannot fix anything. Like, science is ridiculously hopeless and pointless and annoying, and is just trying to take advantage of people as everything else these days. It's fantastic, man. But, humanity seems like it's improving technologically, right? So, yeah. But as I've said, did I say that? Like, I do ponder about the end of the world, and technology seemingly plays a role, right? Well, not really. The end of the world could have potentially happened at any point in humanity's history. But again, I think there's something in place that would, prevent that. Especially just the fact alone that humans are very different from each other, right? And unpredictable, right? Again, I think what actually... Yeah. The reason why you can't create end of the world is that you have a personality. 1 out of 4 personalities. Actually, like 1 out of 8 personalities. And there's no real way to actually expand your personality to focus on every single aspect of life and just become the perfect human being that with massive influence and become evil at the same time, which is potentially that's the safeguard from us destroying ourselves, you know, that everything is kind of like fragile and weapons of mass destruction cannot be created because they're too fragile. They tend to destroy them themselves, basically. And I'm pretty sure if nukes existed, they were already on their way of destroying everything, right? I hope. We'll never know, guys. We can only speculate on these things, but we can also be lied to just as much as we don't know, you know? Just because we have technology, will you buy every lie out there of what is possible? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Which is why, you know, I'll give a point to opportunities to missing on opportunities. You have to focus on yourself the most and what is best for you. And most importantly, the reason for me to click again is because you found this channel and you're listening to it. Congratulations. I'll make sure you don't miss opportunities because I explore TikTok, or at least the good side of TikTok, that constantly tells me what is new, what is the hot topic technologically. Most of it is garbage, most of it is focusing on AI, but it also kind of pisses me off that a lot of people just are ignorant, and they kind of force you to miss opportunities, and that is not okay. That is the other side of the spectrum, unfortunately, where you should be scared of missing out on opportunities because a lot of people want you to miss opportunities by default just so you could watch their content or some bullshit like that. That is unacceptably evil, man. So unacceptably evil. But everyone wants to do it. No one is going to be like, oh, the sponsor of this video called do not watch my videos and instead do this cool thing that I found. Oh no, that's not gonna happen, is it? Everyone's scared of that. I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't care, man. I would get trust, recognition, all these things, and I would do it in a natural order, man. I'm not here to shitpost, man. I'm here to improve human lives. And if you use my system, you will know whether to give me credit or not, and to make me influential in your life, in case I recommended something. But if you don't know how to use it, you're not gonna be able to use my recommendation properly anyways, either. And maybe you will still scramble and watch my videos until that happens, till you figure out how to use my stuff. So I literally don't see, how can I lose this stuff? The opportunities that I am missing, however, is not making good videos, I guess. But that's not true either. Alright? Because I am making good videos because they have to be beneficial to me first, and not beneficial to the audience. Alright? If I'm picking up new skills and I'm improving myself, it doesn't matter what other people think. It matters whether I am capable of doing more, faster, and just become more influential to myself, improve my life, basically, be able to alter reality the way that I want. So that's a big deal. Opportunities, most of the time, opportunities are fake, scams. They're trying to lure you in anyways, and they're just ridiculously painful. Because again, I give the metaphor where the boat just kind of goes away from the rest of society to explore, you know. But now you're forced to bond with certain people, and you're also hoping that the boat is going to return. But none of these things can. These things are ridiculously risky, and it's almost like that was never the opportunity. The opportunity is not to sail with a boat, jump into a boat. The opportunity is simply to understand what is possible. So you could make a boat, and if people trust you, that's cool. But it's all about you in the end, right? Yeah, if you really needed a boat to build a boat, that's cool if you do it. But most people don't actually need that either. So it's very interesting. But we have to leave it alone and move on. So mental illness, man. And I don't know how long this episode is. This might be like the most annoying 20-hour episode. I don't know, man. I'll break my back doing this, but god damn it, dude. We're gonna celebrate a good New Year's. I even prepared a special event for New Year's. Yeah, the goddamn nine-tailed fox is gonna fight the boys. Who's gonna win? The boys. Can you guess what that is? Well, it's too late. I already released the video by the time you try and guess. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, and you probably already know the winner. You probably watched that video first. Anyway, so, mental illness and disorder diagnosis. Are these like separate topics or what? It's quite annoying the way that I put it. It's like disorder diagnosis. What is that? But it kind of just pissed me off, like, why, what people even call disorders is kind of weird. Because it has to have a very clear definition. And, I still don't really understand. To me, a very simple definition is like, once a person is not useful to society, once it starts dealing a lot of damage, now it's some kind of disorder that you can detect, alright, based on the damage that the person is doing. However, I do not feel that that's how disorders are being recognized, unfortunately. It's more like a behavior thing. It's like, oh, yeah, you're not doing this correctly or whatever. Like ADHD is really annoying thing. It's just something that other people notice, but you're not doing any damage with ADHD. You're just maybe being a little bit different, but because ADHD is so widespread, and it's basically people who get bored, I would say. And it's like, that's not doing any damage, dude. Just because you cannot inject people with your stupid education, whatever you call education, that's not really a disorder, to be honest. And you don't know what their future is going to look like, or whether it matters what you're going to do until you fully grow up, man. Does that even matter? So it's a tough one, man. I think you can turn things around quite a bit the moment you get full freedom from life in general, or the moment you feel like you have a free will to decide on things. The moment you feel like your personality is significantly different, not just because of your personality, but because you can make choices. And I know it happened in my school years, but I was still clueless of what's going on. I was still flowing on the river. I was just, waking up, that I have choices, that I can, choose which girl to approach and what to say to her and what to wish for, basically. And I knew that all these things have to be pure and that I have to not get in trouble, all these things. So I'm pretty sure it happened at school time. Maybe class 9, 10, but it still was like 20% free will. Right now I'm operating probably on 90% free will. So over time, it becomes more and more potent. And now the problems that I have, I caused it to myself, most of them. It's still a tough one though. I might have a lot of free will right now, but let's say a year before I was completely locked up in a fucking hospital. Alright? And because it hurts, I have to give jail and disorder another thing, because that was the combination of things. Oh, you definitely need medication because you have this thingy. Schizophrenia. I definitely know what that is. Yeah, just schizophrenia alone, or schizo, whatever you want to call it. Just that thing alone shows that these idiots, they have no idea what a disorder even is, man. They didn't even have a grasp, a proper definition. Even, like, they could have their own definition, not just like my definition of not doing damage as a human being. And you go to jail for that. So people who go to jail also have a disorder automatically. It's just that simple. And the moment they stop having a disorder, they should get out of jail, which is what makes jails also ridiculously annoying, where people just don't give a fuck. Alright? How did I not add ignorance, dude? How did ignorance got ignored? I cannot believe this. Ignorance slipped away, dude. I know ignorance is an episode. How did it happen, dude? Beyond bullshit. Unfortunately, I cannot put it in the 11th category, because we know for a fact it would win. It is beyond bullshit. There's no way to actually beat it. So bullshit, boys. Bullshit that slipped away for some reason. I really can't believe that. I was about to click on ignorance, but here it is. It's beyond bullshit. It is its own entity that is growing over time. Every message that I send that gets ignored, I will remember that. And clicking on like button is not gonna work. You have to hunt me down and tell me how cool I am, alright, for making a message. Oh no, not be nice. You have to say something smart. Not say, oh, good message, bad message, I don't like it. That's just your feelings. And your feelings suck ass, alright? This is why I hate feelings over facts. Because facts are way better, alright? Expressing facts is way better than expressing feelings. It is just a fact, unfortunately. So when people just know how to express feelings, that is pathetic. That is a baby stuff, alright? It's a baby step, and do it somewhere else. Don't bother me with that shit. I do feel that not only there has to be a child version of YouTube, which already exists, there also has to be an adult version of YouTube, where you can freely swear, not get demonetized for doing so. Just all the good stuff, man. And most importantly, you have to verify whether you speak in feelings or facts. That would be very nice. And in fact, it has to go into this category, man. 44 adult version of YouTube. Verify if you speak in facts or feelings, boys. And you would think like, oh, this is very tough to do. I'm a goddamn programmer, everything is possible. You just have to keep testing, and magic happens, guys. That's how magic happens. Just keep testing, boys. So, that shit popped out, right? Oh, feelings over facts. Now, it's the obvious thing. It's like comparing feathers with steel. Yes, if you take a kilogram of feathers and kilogram of steel, it's the same thing technically in mass. But you know what is more potent. You know what is more useful in general as well. You can actually like make a miniature figurine out of steel, and feathers is just such a messy material. I don't know if you can make anything out of that besides a goddamn pillow. And I don't know if pillows are being made out of feathers these days either. I think it's the most useless shit. But people use useless stuff these days just fine. So I would probably be surprised what is possible with feathers these days. The only time I used feathers is in Minecraft crafting fucking arrows. And I don't think feathers are being used for anything else, which is hilarious. Hilarious, dude. Oh, arrows, man. And the most advanced weapon of all time. Anyways, I got banned 7 times. So we're done with the disorder. I don't know if we have to rotate multiple times to get this shit done. I'm not even sure if we have to do something special for the episode to make it a little bit more spicy. Because I have no one to contact. No one actually cares about bullshit. I just have to keep talking in the most boring ways. I don't know why you're watching. This episode is ridiculously boring. You could have just skipped to the ending and see who won. You know? It's not that difficult. But I can't do it. I have to do the hard work, man. For myself. You do you, man. Whatever you feel like it. I didn't say that spoilers are bullshit yet. Or gold. So you'll figure out for yourself. Anyways. So I got banned 7 times. And each time was crazier and crazier, I would imagine. So, the first one actually made sense. Is like, do not put fingers into a goddamn buzzsaw machine, because you're gonna cut off your fingers. And it's like, well, you lost your fingers, now you cannot type. I guess you're banned now. Alright? So that shit made sense. The Antvenom Discord made sense. Now, but it still wasn't very clear of like why I can't talk to a person, but it's still kind of clear. Alright? It's still kind of clear. I was able to talk for a very long time, and that person only got pissed in the very end. It's like, I really want to respond to you, but I still hate you. I have to ban you, I'm so sorry. It was the best experience, okay? Antvenom's Discord, he should be proud of it, because it was still the best experience. I wish I could go back. I wish he fucking knew that, first of all. But then Onision, second best experience. No complaints. Yes, no drama is a pretty cool rule. Still could be improved. Everything can be improved. But no complaints, alright? For a person who's ridiculously hated, you know, did a pretty good job of not doing anything stupid, you know, and confusing, and making too many rules that people like to abuse rules these days. All right. Then we have like Time Works. It gets stupider now. I was just making jokes, trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. I'm just stupid kids, you know. It would be very nice to have like the average sense of like the age of people surrounding you when you start talking to them. That's kind of annoying to not know. But you don't focus on age, you focus on like value. And but it's still really hard to be cut off from ability to extract any value. But if you got cut off, that means there is no value, and you rightfully have to leave. You know, because you're the most valuable person around, and you're gonna get nothing in return. Still, the most shocking one was like YouTubers Unite. But now, like I look back, is getting banned really that big of a bullshit? It feels like it's failing me, because every single time it was like one of the coolest experiences. The part that is bullshit is YouTube banning you potentially, but even then, I posted plenty of videos this year, 200 at least, and I got a warning because I was talking about masks, but it wasn't YouTube's fault, it was government pissing on everyone's face. It's like, I will shove a mask onto your face, you want it or not, and we're gonna check every single title to make sure your title also wears a mask. Please. No, it doesn't piss off the government, basically. Yeah. So it still has a point. Still very annoying. But honestly, and I do hate the 3-strike policy. It's the stupidest thing. Ban is something that should be lifted off over time. You should be able to come back. You should be able to apologize and do something for society. And society is like, okay, you did a good thingy. You undo your damage and stuff like that. And that applies to every single ban I also received. And another reason is that when you ban people, you better fucking tell them why you did that. Because that shit is unacceptable to me, man. Alright, but I don't think Ben is gonna be able to compete with the rest. However, it already collected 4 points, which is still more than opportunities. Missing opportunities? God damn it, dude. I felt so confident, because it feels so bad to miss opportunities. So, like, I really want to be aware of everything, but I also know that a lot of people just sit there and literally don't care about anything but their own survival. And your survival tactic should be to find the best YouTube channels that will sustain your knowledgeability of things. And if you're not subscribed to me, that is pretty big bullshit. It might be one of the biggest bullshits, however. Except I didn't put it on the list. And I'm very scared that this is actually, a hidden ultra bullshit that I'll point a finger to. It is ridiculously powerful. If I'm actually doing full-time work on YouTube, what is the point of not subscribing? What is wrong with you, man? Don't you want to promote me to other people at least? But, nobody survived until... I'm just talking to a wall, alright? I'm advertising myself to a wall. Hey, wall, do you want to subscribe? No? Okay, I'll punch you in the face. And that's my conversation right now. I'm very angry at the wall, unfortunately. Why did not subscribe to me? But even this little shit like random kid, I'm pretty sure he still didn't watch my YouTube Rewind. It's like, oh, 50 views, okay, bye. Because only 2 people watched my YouTube Rewind. Collectively. No, 1.5. Almost. Fucking hell, dude. What was the point of making that shit? Do you know how many hours it took me? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, dude. And people eat up YouTube poop because it has no meaning and it has no real influence, which is fascinating to me. Like, are you kidding me? You like things that have no influence on you? That is ridiculous. Holy crap. Again, if we talked about ignorance, it would just blow up. And that's why I'll feed ignorance a little bit. It just bothers me, man. Holy crap. It bothers me. Alright, Rainbow Nazis, boys. You consume Juul. I don't like that. And there's more promoters out there. That bothers me. You know, I know I will have to deal with it. I know I will have to deal with a semi-backlash of people defending this nonsense. Without actual statements. They're just gonna go into a crazy state of like, oh, I can scream louder, so that's a very good argument, actually. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You should change your sexuality, into a, what is that? Is it called like loudspeaker? That's your sexuality, dude. Your sexuality is being Alex Jones and screaming at people for the injustice of the world, man. And yeah, it should feel weird that, LGBTQ. Like, I will never be able to see that, dude. But the Rainbow Nazi community would feel very awkward if their sexuality would turn into just being Alex Jones. Man, just exclusively. No other human being but Alex Jones. And that would be a perfect sexuality for me, guys. It actually covers the entire spectrum. Alright? I don't know why. It's just funny enough, so it is true, guys. It's just true. It covers entire spectrum of sexuality. I don't know, man. Why am I? I'm not gonna feed ignorance all the time. That was dumb. Anyways, is it really that dangerous? The problem is like it's so widespread, and it makes no sense, and we have to live with a bunch of virgins too. And this stuff actually needs proof. But it just keeps spreading, man. Like, oh, now trans is a thingy. Ooh. Is this rainbow gonna evolve into something else again? I can't wait, guys. I can't goddamn wait. Keep spreading a goddamn message everywhere. Holy crap. It's just, it's a next level warfare. That's how I look at it. That's why I call them Nazis. For real, man. They try to call us Nazis for being on the right or whatever. And I will definitely support the right, because I ain't a celebrity, guys. I ain't a celebrity, and I'm also smart. So, I know where I belong, unfortunately. Alright? If I was a not-so-smart celebrity, you still have to be smart to be a celebrity, but you also have to be quite a slave. More of a slave than smart, alright? Spend more time entertaining people than actually, building up intelligence. It's pretty simple stuff to understand. But yes, if I was that kind of person, I know where I belong, alright? And I would surround myself with likewise people. It's not that difficult. All right, I understand why these people exist. I just don't understand if they understand how quickly it is able to be detonated and destroyed, their community, basically. You just set it on fire like a tiny forest and just all of it burns down. Easy. And they just stand there and burn. It's the easiest thing. So that, it's kind of annoying because, like, it's a big bullshit, but I do feel like you can just tear people apart like it's nothing, dude. If they're trying to come out at you and try to protect their sexuality that they don't even have, never had, that we're proud of, something that they don't even have. It pisses me off, man. Holy crap. What are you proud of, man? What the fuck are you proud of? Existing? That's the only thing that you can be proud of, honestly. Being able to exist. But you will get emotional damage, and I don't know how long you're going to be able to exist with that one. Alright? And rainbow is not a concept that I'll give up easily as well. Alright? Rainbow Nazi, you can have that one. Rainbow is my thingy, okay? It has colors, and colors are goddamn mine. Because I actually find meaning in colors. And we're being inclusive. We're trying to grow our community and include everyone. Every single minority. But the funny thing is, they include minorities only that make absolutely no sense, man. And I still don't respect either, right? See, yeah, you can include as many black people as you want into your rainbow, and you will still not grow any respect from me, unfortunately. It's just like, will you get respect out of me if you point a gun at me and you threaten to shoot me? Do you think you're gonna get respect? Then you're gonna tell to yourself, I actually don't need respect, I just wanna kill people. Yeah, Rainbow Nazi, shut the fuck up, man. You do need respect if you want to survive as a human being in a society, but if you are not a human being, or you don't want to live in a society, congratulations, you don't need respect, you just need to be hunted down and chained up and locked up, you know, because you spitting on the most valuable thing there is, technically. So this stuff is definitely winning, and I don't like, because why is it such a big bullshit right now? What the hell? Stop it, man. Okay, let's put it back. Maybe everything will be alright, guys. Please, Jewel, don't tell me, man. Don't tell me, Jewel. I don't want to believe this. So NoFap was the most popular video I've ever made. Again, could be just because of lo-fi sounds that I put in there. And Ariana Grande just lured in a bunch of NoFappers. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you. So everything just went right. And I got that juicy 250 views. But when I posted other types of music, with my goddamn YouTube Rewind, that took me a long time to fucking put together, nobody watched it. So, 60 views, you know. And who knows how many views I forced by posting a bunch of comments everywhere. Like candy everywhere. It's just, it hurts, man. It hurts. Like, the most important event in the year that I really crossed my fingers for and I was hoping the most, it just fails. Like, whoa! Holy crap. Destination does not matter. It's all about the journey. But, like, destination doesn't matter whatsoever. It's like you go to buy a new computer and your destination is go home and plug it in. But while you're trying to buy it, it's like the most valuable things happen. Like you get a girlfriend, you get reconnected with your family and friends, you get that classmate reunion thing happening, all that shit, man. Everyone starts liking you as a person, and you go home, you plug in the computer, and it doesn't fucking even work. just stuff like that, you know. Oh, destination does not matter. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Yeah, very nice. I feel rejected. Alright. Definitely. I don't have ignorance, but I still have rejection. Well, I'll feed ignorance a little bit more. So, NoFap, the funny thing is like, there is no science behind it, which is so sad. But I really liked people breaking down NoFap. Like, it's nothing, dude. There was a dude that was like, this argument and that argument, shoving it in my face, man, and eat this and that and this. I'm like, oh my god, you're right, dude. I was actually torn on this thing. I put myself on the fence. Even though I was on the fence, I was saying. Also, it wasn't that long of a video. It was just 1 hour long, which is quite unusual for me. Unusual. And this one is 5 hours long. Absolutely. But, it's so simple. It started with just me like, okay, I don't have that much energy when I do this so much fat. I just immediately go to sleep afterwards. But then you realize, oh, sleeping is actually pretty cool sometimes. Sometimes you're not gonna catch the white rabbit while you sleep, but just the fact that it's possible. And again, at some point, you know, I dream about Jewel. Very recently, I dreamt about Taylor. It was so cool, man. I want to remember that forever, man. And it feels real, too, like ridiculously real. You have no idea. Like, that's what these people would do in my dreams. Like, that's what they would choose to do. That's their personalities. They're not fucking things up whatsoever. Perfect, man. Like, it's perfect. I want to experience that. So if NoFap is a fucking portal to that experience, you dream a little bit more, fuck yeah, dude. I'll take it. I'll sleep more. No problem. Some people cannot afford it, and they can't afford to live either. Alright? Unfortunately. We have to work together in general, so there's a lot of ways to, you know, improve quality of life, and one of those ways is finding cheap resources out there, because right now, despite everything becoming more expensive, there still has to be some kind of solution to that, right? Somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Or we just have to attack the government for not allowing us to resell goods or something. I don't know. Because we can, like, go to a different country, grab a bunch of things, and start reselling. And all of a sudden we would start building a business. But nah, the government is gonna hop in and punch you in the face, first of all, then put you to prison, and put you in the many courts and processes and paperwork, just flood you in insanity. Don't do that, dude. Don't resell things. Don't make people's life easier. That's not what you should be doing, bruh. I can't wait to talk about why government is bullshit. That should be a fun episode. Except I will make a lot of enemies. Many powerful enemies. In that case, if I do that episode. So I have to wait a little bit, you know. I want to get in trouble, by all means. That's what a man gotta do. A man gotta do what he gotta do. He has to get in trouble. But you know, you start off with small things and then escalate. Alright, so nofap, let's go back to that. Can we squeeze more stuff? Again, you're not even losing anything from your body technically. Like, oh, sperm is so complicated, and every cell in your body is goddamn complicated, my friend. So this is just you spitting through a different, in a different way, basically. You spit, oh, but it can create life. No, dude, a woman can create life. You can just create, I don't know, a fantasy about a woman that you like. Be romantic about it. I don't know. But you're not creating life, dude. Unfortunately. You just allow a woman to create life. Oh, choose me, woman. Take my thingy and create life with it. You know, that's what you do. So it's just spit, okay, in the end. I don't see it that different from that. So you're not losing anything, you're not actually losing energy. I'm not sure still why logically you would be so exhausted in the end of the process. But I honestly don't care at the moment. Alright? Despite this being the reason why I started questioning nofap, it's just the reason that also faded away and doesn't actually exist as a blocker for me to do that. However, it gets even worse because if you're not excited about women and their values, because their values just kind of lie, they actually ask you to do this nonsense thing, and they probably cannot just masturbate themselves that easily, as easy as men can do it. So women have this special quality, unfortunately. And when I featured women on my, influence list, which is YouTube Rewind, it was all about it, man. It was all about kind of objectifying them to some extent, simply because they literally don't have many other values, and if they do have a talent of like singing, that shit is crazy, man. That shit's crazy. You combine these two things together and you create a nuclear weapon, dude. So yeah. That is quite a good reason to do all these things. But let's move on. So can we break down even more stuff about feelings versus facts? I would like to, look back into my scripty, and maybe I should read a little bit, but I'm a little bit lazy right now, and I feel quite capable of just, figuring out by myself without much help. It would be nice, and it is nice, and it's not a lot of reading anyways, but it feels like, it looks like not a lot of reading. But for me, every single line of text is a grueling task to try and understand and break down. It's not a cakewalk whatsoever. We can try, read 3 random lines. Let's see what happens. And that's why it's so cool. That's why feelings are better than facts are better than feelings. Is because you have to test things to find out. You can't just feel your answers out, unfortunately. You have to test them first. Alright? You can't just spit out your goddamn feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, dude. They have to be based on something, man. Based on other kinds of feelings still, you know. You have to combine feelings, you have to punch me with a combo wombo, basically. A feeling is like a card, you play a card, and that card can just get removed or destroyed. But a combination of cards, now they're synergized, work together, and it's so much more difficult to actually destroy that, you know. So fact is more of like a combination or a specific type of strategy, or even the entire deck of feelings. It's still hard to actually see what it is exactly. So there's a few crowns, so exactly 3. You can feel facts or you can understand them. Feeling is more like acknowledging an existence of something, but not really knowing what it is. You feel a certain way about it, but what you should feel is like a level of importance. And it's so weird. It's so weird. One subject is not good enough to achieve security. What the fuck? How is it a crown? I don't even understand it. What the fuck, man? The moment manipulations. You will never feel good if you have security? What the fuck am I talking about, dude? Holy crap. Are you kidding me, dude? You need facts to craft proper experience. That is ridiculously true, and feelings is just, when you look into my candy stuff, all the way up, I found the YOLO thing of how to maximize your life, all the way up here. So these are just feelings, alright? You just follow attractive and pleasant things and consume that. Oh, sometimes you don't get to consume. Sometimes you have to do the other things to, improve your life properly, to be able to afford those attractive and pleasant things. So, just having feelings is not gonna fix your life to begin with, is the facts. It's gonna actually, force you to do the right thing to begin with. So, you're just gonna screw your life over if you just follow feelings. But it's like most people know, because they have at least a feeling, and it starts with feelings. But it's quite fascinating, I think. Because if you want to test if someone is mature, you're not gonna check their feelings. You're gonna check what they think. How life works, That's what you're gonna check. So let's move on. Feelings have some chance, but I think we're shutting down that subject, especially when one of the points didn't even work on me, man. That sucks. I can't even make a funny pun of oh, this fact is so stupid, I can't even understand it. It must be a feeling. I don't even know what it is, man. It's goddamn hilarious. Anyways, I need to take a break, and maybe I even need to sleep or something. At this point, this is very exhausting.
These are facts, and facts don't care about your feelings.
Dr. P.
That's a terrible thing to say, because, again, feelings matter a little bit. Just facts are better. But again, if you can overpower facts by having more feelings, obviously. And that's why people embrace sexuality so much, And now we can see, the union of bullshit. Alright, the combination, combo wombo. Rainbow and feelings, boys. Interesting. Rainbow feelings, motherfuckers. Which is kind of obvious. This is it, man. This must be it. The idea that you can just break society using feelings, that you're gonna weaponize feelings against society, if you try and do that, you're toast. You're gonna be obliterated like a loser, man. I feel pity for these people. But pity is not what you're gonna get. Because you weaponized feelings, you're not gonna get any good feelings from me, and pity is just a feeling. Alright? The facts are gonna be stacked against you if you're the biggest bullshit in the world. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. And, again, most facts are... a person who is capable of generating facts is also able to generate pretty high quality feelings as well, because those feelings just have to turn into facts as quickly as possible. You just keep grabbing experience and putting it together, or you have already generated plenty of experience and plenty of feelings, and you thought about things, which I did, which is why I'm doing this roundabout thing. And welcome to hour number 2. Fantastic, guys. So I talked about boredom a lot. In fact, all of these, I talked about them twice. Which is fascinating because I believe I didn't talk about these twice at all. Wow. So these are special. What's up? I still need to take a rest. I just was looking at YouTube poop and I got triggered, man. Can you believe that? Sometimes YouTube poop is cool. I'm not gonna lie. But as long as YouTube poop is made out of actually cool people with cool opinions. No, this was, very, very lucky thing to happen. I'm just saying, YouTube poop is not that good. I'm sorry, guys. Another reason why feelings are terrible when it comes to facts. Right now, you're allowed to press all these kind of buttons, and on my focus is likes and dislikes, which potentially will have its own bullshit episode, because this feature is ridiculously abused, and we have to understand why dislikes have been removed. And I can tell you guys why it was meant to be removed. YouTube is testing different things and finding out, oh, this is better. But I can tell you guys exactly why it's better. Alright? Statistically. But I'm talking about human psychology. I'm very much educated. So, and I act like a YouTube CEO, so I should be able to answer questions like that pretty easily. So the reason why I clicked on feelings and talking about likes and dislikes, you can only like a video if you watched in its entirety. Or maybe at least 50%. Goddamn, at least 50%. Like button should not function unless you commit it, into consuming the content. And that would be really cool and powerful. Alright. Yes, if something is impressive and made you laugh, but then you still have to respect the content. Watch it full. Like it, you're still gonna be able to press the button, but it's not gonna be, locked in unless you finish watching the goddamn video. And that would be a fantastic feature. Vice versa with dislikes. When are you allowed to dislike? Watching the video is not necessary. You can be triggered and be like, frustrated, I don't want to watch this shit. You have to type in a goddamn comment. And that comment is going to get that flashy dislike. It's like, I dislike and here's why. And if your reason sucks ass, holy shit, you're going to make a lot of enemies, buddy. Alright? Because you're trying to deal a little bit of damage to my video. Your reputation is going to go down as a consequence as well. Now the question is, would this allow dislikes to be public again? The amount of dislikes? Very likely. Very likely. But it would probably make a lot of videos like on that 50% edge. I don't know, man. Maybe not. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like a lot of tough videos to watch. I don't know if the ratio is gonna be more than like 80% likes versus dislikes in that sense, especially when people would be empowered to dislike when they know they will make enemies, they will get in trouble. A lot of men just could salivate on that idea, and honestly, we should be able to empower that. You know, if they can handle trouble, that's cool. They should have it. Who cares, man? It's like a trap for a bunch of flies. We hate flies, and it would be a trouble to try and destroy all flies. But if you can truly handle flies, and if you know how to attract them, well, you might solve quite a big problem for us. So allowing people to get in trouble, that means they will be solving something, essentially. Even if they're faking it, they will get a very valuable experience in the end. You know, because what are you going to get by making a bunch of enemies? You think you're going to get something? Not unless you defeat them. You know, and that's cool. Who wants to be the enemy of this potential enemy who disliked the video? It's just so satisfying, dude. It's so satisfying. So when people just have shitty feelings and they click buttons that have no consequences attached to them, just like, it's so dumb. It's still a little bit awkward thing of trying to explain why facts are better in that sense. But the thing is, you will have to have facts either by consumption, then you can like the video, or by expression, then you can dislike the video. You have to have facts. The feelings will not work, unfortunately. Oh, I just didn't feel like the... But please explain yourself, you little shit. You're doing damage. You have to explain yourself. You have to do a little bit better than feelings. And that's why. That is why. Alright? Just like there's a bunch of subscribers that would like the video immediately after they see it, without even questioning, and sometimes they would just click away and watch something else because they got distracted. What happened, bruh? I thought you liked the video. And it should mean something, you know? When we allow feelings to take over, it means nothing, essentially. It's the facts that actually give meaning to things. Feelings do not give meaning. Feelings keep switching meaning with the other meaning. Feelings keep switching together places, you know? Oh, I played this card. Oh, now I play this card. And now I play this card. Oh, this. But when you have a specific strategy, then you know what you want to play next. And keep stacking. And it becomes a fact. It becomes very apparent of what you're trying to do. And how you're trying to win the game. You know, that's pretty cool. That is really fascinating to me. I don't feel like we're gonna be able to actually compete against this stuff. This stuff is insane. And I will have to combine these two together into a bullshit thing that we're gonna talk about, basically. But not in this episode. We're just gonna crown it, you know. Oh, this is the biggest bullshit in the world right now. And I will gonna give you guys a quick solution, potentially, but, well, we'll have to break it down for sure. It's coming, you know. We're hunting down the biggest bullshit. Man, it's so exciting. Now, just because feelings are weaker than facts doesn't mean that they're better all the time. Sometimes facts can be like ridiculously dangerous. If I just keep sitting here tired, and then there would be a fact like that I kind of know, but I neglect. That if I sit here, I just make a terrible quality video. If I sleep, you know, maybe I get to think about it, rewind a little bit. Maybe I need to sleep because I'm gonna get this crazy information, like from the Matrix itself. I don't know, man. So, you have to keep trying things. You have to keep track of facts as well and make sure that they're very well maintained. Alright? Because they are, in fact, better than feelings. However, the real question, is it bullshit that is widespread? And I do feel that it is, man. I do. Oh, God, man. It hurts the amount of non-factual people that are out there. It really hurts, man. They're not focusing on this. If something is not well known of why exactly it's valuable to really care about facts and why it's actually better, like this is really important, man. You can have a flood of feelings, and well-crafted facts are going to be able to just protect themselves from your stupid flood. Feelings are like raw elements, but facts are like very strict and powerful strategies and combinations of elements that can pretty much take care of the problems that you can cause. Alright. It could still be quite, you know, fascinating to try and play this amazing game of becoming this natural disaster, basically. But yeah, which also puts to question natural disasters in general. What if it's manufactured by feelings, man? We'll never know, guys. Well, technically, you cannot snap your fingers and make things happen, but in a dream world you can. And we don't know what the consequence is of doing things in a dream world. We don't have much free will there, so potentially if we crank up our free will and start doing things that we want, or learn the rules of the dream world as well, that could change things a lot too, and I'm kind of very scared about that, but, you know, it's so fascinating. Like, if you just have feelings, man, you will never be able to actually keep up with me, dude. You will never. Because you have to keep combining feelings over and over again, man. So I will spit on these people, man. Holy crap. Just burns my eyes, knowing that we already collected 10 points, and it's in combination with this rainbow bullshit. Oh, wow. In fact, they're connected with, you know, that sexuality feels good, so you chase that like it's the most valuable thing in the world. And unfortunately, it's an absolute trap. You're just being recruited into the Rainbow Army in the end. Alright? Baby boomers have created a next generation army, basically. Because there's so many people, and the government is very strict on how to control these people. Now we can't just make armies that easily. And we cannot just go to war either. Because we're connected through the internet. It would really hurt if, like, well-known countries just go to war with each other. But we can still allow government to do stupid things, and we don't feel hurt about that. At least for now. Alright. Oh, yeah. So, we're getting somewhere. Again, I can just sleep on this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a break, guys. We'll see what happens, alright? I don't know how tired I am, but if I am complaining, I gotta do what I gotta do, man. I probed his videos, and he's not screaming at the audience. Holy shit, maybe he is not the worst YouTuber. Wow. What happened, am I right? No, it's so random because, like, this is from September. Holy shit, I can't wait to make a video about that. Anyways, also, this shit happened, and Ari showed up lingering around in my dream alongside with my class, just, like, mixed in. Unfortunately, I couldn't, like, interact, like, super directly and talk to her, but, like, that was pretty cool. And she looked like the old school Ari with, like, red hair and everything. Victorious era Ari, okay? Or Nickelodeon era. And apparently likes Linkin Park, like, what? Isn't that what Sweet likes, man? And Sweet kinda has the same personality, by the way. It's also a girl from my school. I don't know. Now I'm confused. But it very much felt like her, so I don't know. I will definitely remember this. But it's so annoying that I keep dreaming about school, man, and all these people that I met in school, and technically I would love to touch grass, so I forget about these assholes and start dreaming about something less school related, okay? And just please leave me alone. I guess the weird part is that she was able to blend in as if it was nothing, right? Like, if she was like a casual girl amongst, you know, my class. Interesting. Well, we'll never forget that one. Or try not to. Anyways. 4 thingies over here. Let's start with boredom, I guess, clockwise. So, by destroying boredom, like, boredom is, like, the most important thing to eliminate from your life and know how to not bump into boredom and do boring things. But then you realize, oh wait, I don't know what value is, and what should I be excited about? Very interesting. So, if you just allow yourself to be bored, which no one really wants to feel that way, pretty cool, you know. See, that's the problem with boredom, even though I talked about it twice, because I'm very excited about destroying it, but it doesn't feel like people do boring things all the time, right? Unfortunately, they don't know about it. Because the real question is, like, are you challenging yourself with other possibilities that you could be doing and getting excited about that, you might not be bored, but you might also not be aware of things you can do and try. And you would try different things if you acknowledged like how valuable it is to try new things. Just for the sake of acknowledging them. Maybe you'll need them someday. Perhaps not. But you just have to get to know the things that are available to you. But I genuinely want to check on boredom because I literally don't know. I literally have no idea, man. What kind of arguments I need to consider here? Because I did it twice, I don't know if there is another section for boredom. Because we didn't see it, right? Like, that's really annoying. So I'm not sure what I was doing. And there should be a section of boredom right next to boredom, because that's what happened. I think they were back-to-back release. Maybe there was something in between. Fuck you, Winter. Most important video. Yeah, I just don't know what happened. And I'm too lazy to investigate, unfortunately. Because right now we have to move quick. Alright, what is that invention? The power of common sense is that something eventually wins. That's interesting. Because that is just too weird to make any sense. God damn it, dude. You must do something have purpose, and I think that's it. That's the only crown. And be smart about it. Do something all the time. But most importantly, have a purpose so you're always tackling boredom, basically. Because you have a purpose, you know what you have to do whenever you have any amount of free time. I still want to make sure that you catch opportunities, which is annoying because it kind of bumps the... See, that is so weird. You don't jump into opportunities. You just catch them because, like, they're there. And they're probably not going to present themselves that easily. And I'm usually talking about, like, replying to people and stuff like that. Striking a conversation. If someone joins my Discord, I try to talk to them. Kind of simple, right? So, alright, let's see the points, man. Fight against boredom. Can't be bored, there's so many things to do. The biggest, well, pretty big. When you're bored, you're dangerous. Yeah, it's probably like the most annoying feeling being bored. Like, Jesus Christ. It definitely turns you into a dangerous human being. If you want to troll just for the sake of reaction, just because you feel empty inside, you want to annoy other people, and it's like it's quite a fucking disease at that point, to be honest. It could be the situational thing, and like in school, a lot of people are bored and doing weird shit. But now that most people are outside school, that at least the ones that I want to talk to right now, like, you have no reason to be bored. Um, and we have all the technology now. Again, internet. Boredom gets to be destroyed. However, now the opposite thing is happening where like people stuck on the internet and it's boring because it's not exciting enough as real life is. However, you are kind of mistaken. Is the real life that sucks ass and sucked ass the whole fucking time until internet showed up and you just don't know how to use it, unfortunately. So, boredom is pretty cool that it was able to highlight that. Yeah, I am making an exception to boredom, unfortunately, and I have to look into the points. I am unable to just use my brain. I just woke up, you know, this was a deep sleep. Plus Ari, okay? There's no way my brain works anymore. The reason he got into drugs and alcohol because he was bored. Oh, yes. Yeah, boy. Welcome. Probably people pay most of their money to beat boredom. This is where it drains pockets. It makes you annoying. It gives you addictions. Like, it's fucking terrifyingly evil, man. That's what boredom is. Boredom is almost like fucking the devil. If you want to fucking create the devil, just make people bored. Holy crap, man. People are gonna turn into evil. Just like that. It's so easy, man. Why is Mark Passy? You're not talking about boredom, guys. What is happening? Oh, he's making people bored. That's what's happening, dude. Holy shit. Because he's keep repeating the same points. It's scary, man. Keep pumping out updates. Yeah. Even waiting is not... yeah, like, you don't want to make a game boring as well. People just kind of move on. But if you keep pumping out updates... and the reason why Minecraft is still alive is that there's a community out there that keeps creating content. Technically, it's quite a platform that I do not acknowledge anymore because it sucks ass. All right, in comparison to card games. All right, potentially I would just find myself back in Minecraft, but Not today, my friends. Not today. I have left successfully. Bye-bye. I did make a meme saying, like, oh, I speedrun Minecraft. And it's kind of true, like, this also replaces Minecraft. Because, maybe I'll explain at some point a little bit further. It's quite fascinating. Or I'm just completely wrong. Even waiting is not boring when you have internet. You would rather work. Sometimes. Work is also another, like, discipline to achieve your goals. And work is the most powerful thing, so the opposite of work is going to be the most evil thing. And the most bullshitting thing. So maybe boredom is pretty bad. Because it's growing really fast. I'm not gonna lie. And it kind of makes me inspired to, like, look after all of these points. Please stack anything. Boredom. What? I thought the snowball effect was a snowball trying to get to you and turning into, like, small little snowball that you wouldn't recognize as influential or anything. But it is what it is, man. Boredom makes you think that pure entertainment is okay. What? Just purely entertaining yourself. So, because that's the way you beat boredom, but yeah, it's not the full spectrum of what you should be doing, obviously. You can't just sit back and entertain yourself, unfortunately. If you're not working on yourself, you're gonna be left behind, and it will hurt quite a lot. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? Holy crap. Back in the day, I was doing this shit? Oh, it must be like the new. Yeah, it was the next episode. I just don't know why the something is not over here, because there's plenty of space. What the fuck happened, bruh? Jesus Christ. I'm not fixing that shit. A lot of people do. Yeah, it's phasing me out, man. Boredom shouldn't. Wait, microphone still works. Congratulations. Boredom shouldn't be a punishment. Ooh, you. Dude, get the fuck out of here, jail. What the fuck are you doing? Seriously, like, boredom is the punishment in jail. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Torture and brain damage is gonna be your punishment. And of course it doesn't actually destroy your life in any way. Come on, man. You're just spending time away from society, you know. Rightfully so, because you are unable to operate in society. We have determined that, you know. No, nobody determined. Now we have internet. Society can decide for itself of how long. Like, we can run courts. Easy, man. Society can do that live. Alright? We can at least split that shit in half. Where society decides one half and the court decides the other half. The court has to, like, detect, or the judge, right? So the judge tries to detect if there's some kind of trolling happening, if people are just messing up with the system, right? And try to cheat it, while the people are trying to, convince the judge that they're important and their voice matters, and they poll different questions, basically, and together they combine all the answers and, like, do the super poll or whatever, and like, it's not out of the ordinary to do that. It's not happening, though. And for as long as it's not going to be happening, the jail system is going to be deteriorating and keep getting worse. Alright, because we supposed to, as a society, decide. And on top of that, we have to keep contact with the prisoners, so they're not bored anymore, and they still feel like they can return to society and talk to someone. We have to be interested in them, because it's just people who can talk forever, basically. Oh, I guess we hate those, but they talk forever and they did a crime. Do we hate those too? Just to investigate their psychology? I'm sure a lot of people would try and do it if that was available for us, but it isn't, so good luck with that one. Technically, in some prisons, people smuggle in, like, phones or something, but if it's not worldwide acceptable behavior, the jail system is just ass in the face. Alright? Well, you did something wrong. Here's an ass in your face for a year. Good luck, bruh. And then the government becomes tyrants and have to be overthrown, and in a violent fashion, because we couldn't solve this stupid jail problem. Like, it could spark an entire fucking war, essentially. Just like they created the war on drugs to put a lot of people in jail for no good reason. it can just create a civil war of us realizing, oh, we need this new technology, or we're gonna be very angry. All right, because there's still plenty of people outside our society sucking up our resources. There's a lot of resources that we're losing because jails exist, and plenty of other things exist to suck up resources too. We have to just detect that shit, or we're gonna be screwed, man. It's not gonna be a walk in a park. Because this is the real inflation, my friends. All the institutions that are trying to exist, but are just doing a really bad job anyways, so screwing up society anyways, by existing and not really providing any value. And Flat Earth is definitely one of those things where NASA is just sucking up money. Who knows what is providing to society? Or we're just gonna salivate over space for a fucking 100 years? How long will it take, man? How long will I fucking wait for space? And what will I get from space? Will I be able to wipe my ass for free without using toilet paper? That would be fucking fantastic. Space adventure, my friends. Rejection. So, let's look into Flat Earth. No, I don't want to look into it, to be honest. Because it's pretty obvious that I'm not going to talk about Flat Earth itself. It's more of an anti-science that I'm concerned about, to build a community of anti-science, and not to slap Flat Earth anywhere as a label, but yes, that's like the entry point. Just understanding that it doesn't make sense to pretend that you're in a round spinning Earth, because you can't prove that. And whatever scientists say, science is all about giving you the tools to achieve a certain type of experience that would prove to you personally, that something is true. All right, that's what the definition of science is. But science has deteriorated into like, oh, I will do an experiment. I'll tell you the result of the experiment. You can recreate the experiment if you want. It will cost you thousands of dollars. But because you cannot do it, you have to trust me now. I'm the authority. I'm the scientist. And I will shoot you in the face. Shut the fuck up. All right, Mr. Scientist? No one cares. No one cares. I can't replicate the experience. I will never be able to learn just by reading your fucking science fiction that I can't fucking test myself, unfortunately. Bye-bye, science. Get the fuck out of my face. There's brains, neurons, and we x-ray and blah, 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 blah. There's dopamine. We call this dopamine thingy that, motivates you to do certain thingies. We also take a certain type of population of like normal zombie people and not like special people. So we don't know what special people tend to do in life, and why they're special. But I wish we could, inspect their brains somehow, I can't wait to make scientific experiments with interesting people, Oh, those are pretty expensive. All right. You're not going to convince them to go into your scientific research laboratories and get tested and shit. They're too smart for that. Science is pretty scary. All right, science is always pretty scary, and you want to stay away from that. And Flat Earth, luckily, has unveiled the whole fucking matrix of insanity that science is all about. It's like, yeah. Is there to waste money? Pretend that there is some kind of authority that you have to follow? All these things are just pure bullshit. All right? I am authority, because I actually do a lot of work, and I talk, man. And you can verify the things that I say quite easily, because I'm just talking about the Internet of Things. I'm not talking about some super special experiments, man. You cannot verify that I had the experience with Ari in my dream, but you can kind of sense that, I wouldn't lie about this shit. All right, it's just a story after all. It's something that I have to remember. I want to remember, so I wouldn't lie about it. All right? Because I appreciate dreams and I think like dreams trying to communicate with you something, so I wouldn't lie to myself about this shit, but authorities would definitely lie to claim more power over you and keep fucking filling you with bullshit things that they, found out, but you will never do the experiment yourself to, verify whether your experiment even fucking worked or not, where it was done properly or not. And even then, experiments fail all the time. It's really hard to actually just create a control group, especially knowing the double slit experiment, where it just blew science off completely. Basically, because you're observing something, it's gonna behave differently than when it's not observed. So when science is observing things, it's always gonna be acting differently than naturally, which is fucking fantastic because it destroys the entirety of science. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It is hilarious. They created an experiment that destroys science, and they're just like, oh, okay, let's just move on. It's a pretty cool thing. Observing things is pretty cool. Yeah, good luck, bruh. And obviously, the question is, I believe the cameras also work as observation tools, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Cameras work? That makes no sense, man. I would imagine like consciousness observing things makes sense, but then cameras? So I don't know how double slit experiment works. But yeah, like, well done, my friends. Well done. So now, like, moving on to Flat Earth, there's a huge, basically lie, simply because we cannot verify none of this shit. But we kind of can. And the things that we verified just call out, like scream out, it's flat, guys. I don't know how, I don't know why, how would, the entire shape of the Earth looks like. But everywhere we raise balloons and everything, and there's a lot of fakery going on. And faking travel to the moon is a lot easier than actually traveling to the moon. Like, so many times easier. You have no idea how complicated it is to travel to the moon. That's why we haven't tried to do that for many years. Alright? But now apparently we kind of did. And, yeah, that story didn't go viral for some reason. Like, the first time, that was a pretty viral story the first time we go to the moon. Why is it not going viral right now? I barely heard about it. What is that? Oh, Elon is flipping a bird. It's much more interesting than talking about fucking going to space anymore. Fuck that shit, man. Space is for losers. And obviously the memeiest meme is like, it's pear-shaped. Wow. Dude. Your head will be pear-shaped. I can't wait to do that to you, alright? Your head will be pear-shaped. These are some extraordinary claims. Okay, I can picture the round Earth because it has been shoved down our throats forever, but pear-shaped breaks everything, bro. It breaks everything. What are you doing, bro? And he's still Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's just like, now you're a disgrace to black people community too, bruh. What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here before it's too late. Oh my god. The meme that keeps on giving, bro. Yeah. So, we have problems. I think I will leave it there, because, it's not about flat Earth, it's about verifying science. Alright, that's the main, and just having common sense. And, most importantly, it exposes not just science, but how people react to this kind of information. People are just like, oh no, you're so stupid. It makes me feel smart. Oh, really, bruh? Really? You feel like you're winning, bruh? Or do you feel like you're stuck in a corner somewhere, not realizing what's going on? You don't have a lot of time to realize what's going on, unfortunately. So there's a lot of people who just like shut themselves down and it's like, oh, I am smart now. These people don't understand anything. Ooh. Oh, and slowly you descend into darkness, my friend. Unfortunately. And there's so many people like that. Incredible amount. I'm sure my videos got, disliked immediately. Most of them had to. I think I've saw some. And, I can't wait to see what kind of comment they're gonna come up with, because if I'll be YouTube CEO, I will force people to review their dislikes, because I re-enable dislikes, but please, review your dislike, my friend. I can't wait to read your comments. In fact, this is so hilarious. In 2018, they almost predicted that it's going to be the most disliked video because they're talking about reading comments. They're talking about that specifically. And it's now, we can't wait, dude. Talk about 2018 Rewind in the comments. I want to know why you dislike it so much. Tell me more, my friend. Let's see how many of you survive the apocalypse. So, that was the introduction to rejection, apparently. Unplanned. Unintended, but it is an introduction to rejection, because a lot of people reject things immediately, but that is not supposed to be allowed. No! We gotta stop them. Fuck these people, man, who reject things on a whim. It's like, oh, I can reject anything. Flat Earth. Yeah. Also, if you reject a lot of things, not only you reduce awareness, but you get closer to that little thing called boredomification that will destroy your life. Keep rejecting. I got rejected from every single girl that I tried to interact with. And yes, I'm still a bottom fucking pit hole, shithole idiot that everyone wants to reject. The bottom of society. But guess what? Everyone wants to reject me so bad that I'm like the opposite magnet, the black star, the anti-celebrity. Fuck yeah, I'll take that status anytime, man. I'm increasing my bounty. There's gonna be bounty hunters, people trying to fucking eliminate me. I can't wait to play this game, man. Holy crap. Reject me from society faster. How fast can you do it, bruh? Good luck, man. So, the most annoying part is the jobs. The jobbers, man. How the fuck do you get a fucking job, man, when you get rejected left and right, my friends? Left and right. It's so annoying. The job should... But it's not necessarily always the job's fault. It's the goddamn minimum wage fault sometimes. However, in my country, minimum wage is pretty small. So, and I still, I would definitely struggle to find a job. Alright, I definitely know that one. But I live in like a shitty place, and why would we have jobs anyways, right? And then there's the commute part, which you have to drive or at least have a bike, and neither of these things are kind of widely available still. There's the scooter thing still. I don't see it anymore, by the way, but it's probably because it's winter, and I was seeing it the whole way through in summer. But yeah, what about winter? You can't use scooters in winter. You can't even ride bikes sometimes, most of the times. So, there's so many problems, man. So many problems. Public transport is kind of nicer of a solution, but still, when it comes to jobs, like it's a fucking nightmare. But it kind of is not always rejection's fault. However, obviously, it's coupled with ignorance, and because it's so easy to reject people, people just choose to do that. You know, I'm gonna be nice, but nobody else exists around me. And what happens is there's a celebrity standing on the stage, everyone's screaming and fucking obsessed with the celebrity, but no one looks around and talks to each other. And it's like, you guys are fans, you guys are related together. What the fuck are you doing? Alright? You're gonna go back and be lonely and sad and pathetic losers, basically. Build some kind of community of some kind, please. And invite other people. Alright? Invade other communities and see how many people you can fucking grasp. Alright? You have a perfect opportunity. Oh, I have a perfect opportunity to scream and say the words of a song and vibe, man, because I paid for it. Holy shit, that's the experience that I wanted. It's brainwashed bullshit, man. While you accepting a celebrity that rejected you and everyone else, because the celebrity is not gonna talk to you, so that's cool. You also rejecting everyone else around you, which is rejection is like a pandemic, dude. It's a pandemic. So I've seen a factoid running around, you know, about dating apps, mostly obviously Tinder, where if you get rejected, you start picking up that pattern of rejecting other people too, you know. But it's pretty obvious, you know, when you feel something, you want to make other people feel the same way, which is like weird. You know morality? You don't want to make people feel bad just because you feel bad. But that's kind of what happens when you're a stupid human being who doesn't care. You will pick up something bad that happened to you, a traumatizing experience, and now you want to spread it. Not by expressing yourself, but by just, you know, annoying other people with it. It's fucking hilarious and pathetic. So everything seems equally fucking annoying. Probably if I open these cases again properly. So this order. Bullshit. Alright. We definitely cleared up rainbow Nazis, I believe, fully. So now we have to bounce back here. And, yeah, there's never a big bullshit. Dream didn't take pills. He was claimed to have ADHD or something. Oh no, children are acting like children. Disorder! By the way, it's so hilarious. Children can't possibly have disorders, unfortunately. I don't even care, man, how damaged they are. They just can't. Alright? You have to be like suspiciously like, maybe you're just acting like a child. You know, give the benefit of the doubt. But if you just point a finger, disorder, and put a label on it, well, the child is no longer going to try hard. You know, he's just going to, oh, I definitely have that one. That was nice. And they just fail miserably. What if they were, you know, just testing the waters, just trying a thingy? You know, and they then got caught, they got labeled for the rest of their lives, basically. And even, it gets worse if you get medication for it. That also can damage you. Because who cares, man? Who cares? It's medication. I didn't test it on myself. But I'll give it to you, bruh. No problem. I'll definitely take that one. And just so many weird medications for, like, again, things that I wouldn't call disorders by any means. And again, Children are incapable of dealing damage to society. I am so sorry to tell you that, so it cannot be defined as disorder to children. Children can't have that because children can be easily controlled and manipulated at any stage in their life. And you just call it a special personality. It's a special kid, you know. That's it. You wouldn't call them retards. Because that is obsolete word, but I told you why you wouldn't do that. Something happened to me, never happened again. You can create any kind of disorder. So I'm talking about schizophrenia, and the way that I was handled was just the most nonsensical thing. Because, like, again, it's about a thing that happened and never happened again, and it cannot be even verified that I did hear any voices. How do you verify that? Oh, because I told you so. Oh, I have a disorder because I told you so. Oh, what the fucking hell is that shit? I told you so. No, I told them, you know. It's not like they told me. I told them that I heard voices, and it's like, oh, that's proof enough for the rest of your life. You have a disorder. Congratulations. Praise the Lord, the Jesus Christ, my friends. Holy crap. If only people would believe me on anything else with a fucking snap like that, I would just say them and they would start believing me. Holy fucking moly. You know, that would be fantastic. But they only believe on bad things. Like if I say, I have a bomb, oh, oops. You shouldn't have said that one. Now, because I have power, I can put you to jail immediately. You said you have a bomb. Oh my God. We have to test these people because they're damaging society right now. They're the disorder. People who diagnose disorders, they have disorders. And holy shit, we gotta get rid of them fast. Holy fucking shit, man. And obviously everyone is power tripping, so they're gonna be like, oh, actually I can get rid of Gurnext a lot easier than those people, so I will work for them, please. Thank you. Thank you. And Gurnext is just a little bit of a Karen right now. Fuck off, man. I'm here. You can talk to me. You can say anything to me. You can say you have a fucking bomb. I don't care. I don't care. I will not put you to prison if you say that. But you better say that for a reason. I will reject you if you keep fucking saying nonsense. Alright? For no reason. If you keep trying to annoy me, obviously. No one needs that. I need to spend time with actually important people, please. So don't obstruct my view, alright? But, yeah, this is so pathetic and fascinating, to be honest. Adopt correct principles. Double scam alert. Give me more proof. So double scam, they give you a disorder and they try to take your freedoms away. You know, either by putting you into hospital or just attaching medication to you. All of this stuff is to take your freedoms away. If people are hooked on medication and they can just jack up the prices anytime, they can slowly test it. There were plenty of times when I had to pay a little bit of cash to receive my medication. And that shit's suspicious, man. That shit's a little bit weird. What the fuck? Like, isn't it for free? Because I need it? You see the problem? You fucking see the problem there? But, okay. At least they're not trying to do that, like, full speed ahead, man. Charging me, like, obscene prices. But medication is quite a thingy, man. Luckily, these are just little tiny pills, and you consume over a month. It's not a big deal. No problem, guys. Doctors who prescribe you medication don't have to take it themselves, obviously. Fucking hypocrites, assholes, and very annoying. And also, if you're such a moral high ground, it would be quite easy to test, alright? Whether you perform just as well as I do in a specific task. When I was tested a bunch of times, I didn't get the test results, and I was not compared to something that I could understand. You know, they just take samples of me and they just run with it, man. And I get nothing back in return. I don't even know if it made any impact whatsoever. You know, what was the point of that shit? You know, just to waste my time. Of course, man. Of course, next time won't be so easy. Next time I'll kick and scream, my friends. Because I'm bored, you know. And kicking and screaming is not boring anymore. If you're put in a group, it's still not enough to understand your problem. There's no risk in handing out. What is that shit? Put in a group? Yeah, so you being labeled. Just because you got labeled, that doesn't mean that you will understand the problem. I had to recite the label of my disorder, but to be able to actually understand it, holy shit, it takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work. And while you understand the disorder, you also have to understand whether you have it or not at the same time. But because the authority said so, so now you have to comply and adapt the disorder to you regardless, right? Oh no. Should be first thing to try and do. Yeah. They don't even try, dude. There's no try. Like, oh, you have chemical imbalance in your brain. Medication is the only solution. Dude, brain is constantly active, firing chemicals left and right. Alright? Probably the moment you say that I need a certain type of medication, my brain has changed by that time so much that it needs a completely different type of medication. Congratulations, you failed! I'm so sorry, my friend. It just brain changes all the time. So you should probe me quite a bit, whether it changed or not. None of that shit is happening. Also, you should try and investigate the ability of teaching people things. Alright, and how do you do that? How do you keep them, you know, in school despite they left the school, you know? But I guess you keep them through dreams, because I can't keep fucking dreaming out school. So that's fantastic. Please leave me alone now. Or if you add Ari, I'll stay in school, no problem. Where's Selena, though? I haven't seen her at all. I'm scared. I've seen Justin Bieber, but not Selena, man. Okay, stop looking into tiny details that don't matter, that may not matter. I sit in the doctor's office and it's like, oh, I might act a little bit different, or like walk around. I try not to get bored. It's the most annoying experience to fucking wait for a doctor, and he's just prescribing medication. He's not doing anything else. Not really. Or he's picking on me of like, oh, your clothes are weird and you're not washing your hair. Yeah, I don't care. You know, see what the problem is? I'm not employed. I don't have to fucking just. I don't know why I use the word grovel and I can't even find it. I don't even know how it's spelled, to be honest. It must exist. I submit to someone, I guess, is what I mean. But yeah, it's like like a slave type of man, it just fucking knocked me out. Let's keep moving, man. So yeah, like this guy would pick on me and give me medication. It's very nice, my friend. Very much what a doctor would do. Thanks for ruining your reputation. Also, you wasted plenty of my time Will I get paid for that? I am getting paid for that. Thank you very much. So, I have no problem with that. It's just his reputation is in the ass. You know, because he could spend this time a little bit more useful. But we're using it very efficiently, at least. All right. He just gives medication. I go home. Easy, boys. All right. And he can pick on me like a little kid if he feels like it. No problem. You know. Another weird thing that happens when people are in authority, they feel like they can ask a bunch of questions, but not talk about themselves specifically. Not to reveal anything about themselves. And that is the most annoying part. Like, dude, like, wow, cool, you have authority, and now you're just gonna ask a bunch of questions and extract information from me. But you don't exist. You're just an iron fist. Wow. Wow. I'm sure you will keep your reputation if you keep doing that. Know what they're doing. Unfortunately, most dangers to society come from the top. And side effects. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. The side effect, the greatest side effect of medication, by the way, and, you know, labeling people as well, is goddamn placebo. Alright? There's something wrong with you. You start blaming medication and not yourself, and holy shit, you get into another black hole of insanity. Because you don't know how to fix the problem. You can't just cut off medication. But again, if there's something wrong, and it gets worse, if you say to your doctor that something is wrong, they're just gonna switch medication. They're not gonna cut it off. Nuh-uh. They're just gonna switch it to something else, and then they're gonna get a different side effect eventually. Or it was never medication's fault. You're just in this weird state where you can't really solve the problem because you don't know what is the problem anymore. So medication is to blame, but you're not going to be off medication just to test what happens, because that could also be a problem. So all of a sudden you're just hooked with a bunch of problems. It's fucking fascinating to me. And it could also all be placebo related, which even crazier, dude. Just because you take medication and you're not doing other activities that are important for a human being to do. So, or medication makes you docile or something. So it's just, god damn it, dude. What the fuck is this shit? Disorder, my friends. Disorder. Society will decide what is disorder, alright? And, I think it's like more of like mental disorders or something. How's it called? Yeah, mental-ish. But, disorder has a definition of its own. Disorder is chaos, destruction, reduction of value overall, or just damage. So a mental disorder technically is a personal damage, but people have ownership of their own bodies. They can damage themselves as much as they want. Alcohol is not banned. It's a pretty high level of disorder when you drink alcohol. Smoking is pretty bad too. So what's up with that, man? What's up with that? Why not banning that shit? Banning a little bit? No, banning a little bit. Okay. Nice. Nice. But you definitely crack down on them druggers. That's cool. We don't see like shithole cities with a bunch of drug addicts on the streets. Nah, we definitely cracked on them dudes. But that's all they have. Because they're being rejected from society as well. And the leftists are pretty, fascinating in that term. Alright, which is pretty much why I will never support the left unless they just convert themselves. If they really like me, oh, oops, you have to convert yourself. I'm so sorry, because I don't think I will do that. Unless you turn me into a celebrity. You can do that. Then I will not be able to remain a smart guy. I'll just sing cool things and hope that I, make a difference. And my past is gonna haunt a lot of people. But they can, celebrate that they have converted me. Yeah, that's gonna be very expensive conversion. Alright, I have to have like 10 million subs in the end, please. Alright, and be able to roast Billie Eilish whenever I want. Alright? Yes, it's on your side, but I want to roast her, man. I want to roast. Please, let me do that. Anyways. Ban. Alright, so anything else about being banned? Censorship is ridiculously scary, and the fact that YouTube just cleans up the comment section without giving you a notification, pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And it cleans, you need to understand what happens to your comments, unless you don't care about your comment. But that's what YouTube assumes, that you just don't care about comments, because we don't start conversations in the comments. That would be fucking stupid anyways, right? But, I care. I care to reply to everyone all the time. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a smart dude. I can give them something they need. Like an actual medication. Just brain power, dude. I activate the brain power card and give it to you. Because you need it. Because you will lose the game if you don't use that one. Thank you very much. And then I leave the table because I know they will not reply. They're just gonna stare into the brain power card and level up a little bit. And then they will forget about it because they're still traumatized by the internet as a whole. Or by the real life. Internet is not traumatizing, unfortunately. It would be nice if it was. And it might be eventually. But right now it's just emotional damage and people are very scared of that. And that's kind of disgusting. So, just allowing people to get banned permanently is a terrifying thing and makes no sense. Banning and censorship. I don't know if, censorship is, bullshit. Alright, it is. We have plenty of points to go through. And this is compact, my friends. That is so sweet. That's what I want, man. For next year. Compact stuff like that. That looks fucking legendary, dude. Government has a little bit too much control, of course. This power biased towards certain ideas. Biased towards gaining even more power, of course. It's too hard to actually follow all the rules, of course. Can you control YouTube without a YouTube channel? Another obvious thing that, is a problem is like, can you really ban me? You have to still prove that I did damage, and maybe I will not do it again if I just receive a warning. Stuff like that. But it's not like, shut the fuck up. And then I say, who are you? Who do you think you are, man? And then I just get banned. Because that was a mod this whole time. God damn it. I didn't read the labels. I didn't read between the lines, man. I didn't thought mod would just say, shut the fuck up, man. Without actual explanation. But that's why Nerd City deserves to be stabbed in the face. Well, you failed with your Discord, my friend. And that's pretty important thing to not fail at. Alright? Yeah, you're selling your NFT, sell it on the next internet, alright, that we're gonna create. Next internet. Not this one, next one. Alright? You lost your opportunity, Mr. Nerd. And also, don't call yourself nerd. That is disgusting. No one likes that anyways. Nerd City, my friends. Yeah. What a community, my friends. Like a person calls themselves Nerd City and role plays as a devil and a scientist, crazy scientist. And none of these things make any sense. Unless that's the whole point of not making sense, and then that makes total sense. So I can't wait to, keep trashing the same dudes. If they pop their heads out, you just BAM! Get the fuck yeah. Next internet. Just wait a little bit, 20 years, something like that. Next internet is around the corner. No one wants you here on this one. Bans just happen naturally, right? So that's the power that we have to embrace and not just like press a button power. Alright, it's just nonsense. It's hard enough being a YouTuber. Decentralization feels good. What? Whatever. Learn how to lie. They will blame anyone and anything. I don't get it. It's much better tools than president. Much better tools. Oh, of course, as I've said. We have to embrace just the natural social pressure that really makes people do certain things that they wouldn't otherwise do, but because they get bored, they get sucked into something, they have to do something, and the social pressure just kind of whispers in their ears, do this thingy, alright? You're screwed, so do this thingy. Get married and have children. That's going to be useful for society, and you're going to be happy. And they realize they are not happy. It was social pressure all along. Screw you, social pressure. You made me into a housewife. That sucks. Honestly, women have it easy, so you shouldn't be cursing. But babies are pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to have one anytime soon. In fact, it's not my responsibility to have one in the first place. It's for the cat people, You have almighty algorithm who don't have cats. It's for the cat people who don't have cats, but want real human connection, and it's just weird, okay? It's a weird one. But there's plenty of people like that, unfortunately. You have the almighty algorithm, why you're banning people. Yeah. You have so many things available to you. But nah, dude, let's make a statement. Without making a statement. It's actually quite hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. The way they do it is like, oh, the ban speaks for itself? Yeah. When I will slap you, I am not gonna make the slap speak for itself. I'm gonna explain my case of why the slap means game over and what it means to you. I will explain everything. I will write a book about it when you get slapped. And you get fired from every single job in existence, and you just turn into somewhat a slave until you figure out how to not be a slave. That would be fantastic. Because this is the best thing you can do. After all, you have disappointed the entire society. You got slapped. Evil has to be dismantled very carefully as a bomb. Oh, that's a terrifying one, because, like, it's so annoying when you ban a person and you think you have fixed the problem, dude. Are you sure about that? You have to dismantle. It's a bomb. It could turn into more evil, more attacks onto your well-being, because you banned the wrong person, a person who actually cares. And, same goes with rejection. If you are trying to push away a person who actually cares, they will fight back. And some people are way more dangerous than others, so you better probe that shit. If someone is showing effort and capacity to care, they're extremely dangerous, and banning them might destroy the shit out of your community. All right? Oh, oops. It's almost like, an audit. All right? There's always going to be an audit person that comes in, cares the shit out of your community, and you ban them. Holy fucking moly. Over time, you might just get flooded with insanity, basically, that will dilute everything that you have built for. All of the shelters just... No problem, dude. And technically, I'm not one of those people, but I can probably generate these people left and right for funsies, just to see what happens. Well, left and right, boys. No problem. So, good luck. You like banning me. Especially the worst ban of all was like, I literally owned the community in a way. The AdventureCraft was my community. I pretty much know every nook and cranny and I wanted to explore and embrace the fact that I was a well-known person, and I needed to see if the rest of AdventureCraft is as good as I am, and it goddamn wasn't. And I'm not gonna click the button simply because it just proven itself how garbage it is, and that it's definitely worth leaving, and I will rip a huge chunk of people anytime soon. A huge chunk. I'm sure people will be excited to leave AdventureCraft if I just put it in the right way. If I express myself in the right way. But first I have to blow up and, in order to express yourself, you sometimes have to, have subscribe. To be influential, you have to have the numbers. You have to flex on people, so the boomerang is going to come back, but on every single ban that I've received, I will not forget, and I will not forgive. I want to have funsies, and I will, unfortunately, and no one is going to stop me. Alright, because I'm too smart. I'm a ninja. I have a disguise. It's just very easy to blend in sometimes, unfortunately. And I can switch my personality anytime I want to. So you think I don't have a disguise? Oh, oopsies. Oopsies. Yes, eventually my real personality pops out and everyone hates that one. But for a long time I can probably just pretend to be a girl or something that people tend to like. Tend to give a free pass on the certain weird things that a person would do and would look at it as quirky and cool. So we'll see, man. We'll see what is possible out there, boys. Might can the algorithm warn me before I might do something stupid? Here you go. So yeah, that was a terrifying thing to receive a warning from YouTube, because the escalated 3 strikes and you're out. This is a terrible system. Those strikes can come from any place, anytime. And YouTube is just pure garbage when it comes to that sort of treatment. But it's not happening, so I'm like, okay, I'll take what I can get, YouTube. I'll take what I can get. I know if I'll become popular, I have to just move to another channel and proceed to pretend that this channel does not exist, but I will try and keep it, somewhat alive as like a drug dealer store thing. Because I know my stuff is ridiculously controversial, but I might get the opportunity, to change my life a little bit. So let's see now the opportunity part. I guess, despite being very confident about this thing, or being very scared, unfortunately, feelings do not triumph on this one, alright? Because everything else was quite fascinating to look at. An hour number 3, I'm very excited, as you can tell, but we have to elect the winner of the year, the biggest bullshit of all time. Well, it's gonna be hard, because I think we're gonna see, equality across the board. Feelings are trying to pop out, but nah, dude. We're gonna eliminate the lowest scores. Trying to do that shouldn't be too difficult. We didn't check the jail arguments, and that's a little bit awkward. I even talked for 3 hours about criminal justice, the second part, but I talked for 3 hours because I was just running around all over the place, doing other things, talking about other things as well, mostly talking about society, and how society is supposed to function, and the jail system is ridiculously outdated in that sense as well. But I don't know, it feels like it's not gonna get points anymore. Again, feelings are terrible, and I should look into criminal justice. However, the problem is, even if I type it in, I stopped using stars all of a sudden. As you can see, no stars. So I kind of failed as a person by not doing that, because I can't read this whole thing, unfortunately. Oh, I have failed as a human being. There's some additional points. Nobody would have cared if someone trespassed. Police is not supposed to be paid the amount of crime solved, but how peaceful it is in a society. Alright? If the society is peaceful, yes, technically we don't need that much police, but we kind of still need people to look after what's going on, just to care, just to add this double slit experiment effect, the observation effect, that it's going to be a lot different if people feel observed, and that's a really big deal. All right, so we will always need police, but police should be motivated to be paid, not for the amount of work they do, unfortunately. It's a weird one, but whether the world is peaceful or not. And if the world is not peaceful, police gets nothing. Alright? But at the same time, anyone can get employed as a policeman. So, you do you, man. And a lot of people would actually join the police force in that sense. Yes, they have to be semi-trained and not do any damage themselves, and not become a policeman just because they feel that it's going to empower them. But that is quite an important part, to only get paid, not for how peaceful it is, okay? If your city is turning into a shithole, unfortunately, you get nothing, bruh. Because we don't know. We don't know who causes crime. Sometimes policemen are just as capable to cause crime to occur. So we just want peace, and if we get no peace, then the trade didn't really happen properly. All right, and we just have to figure out how to move now and leave the idiots behind. However, we can still pay for the amount of peace that we're receiving over time in comparison to the worst case scenario, which is probably happening at the moment. So if we can improve, we can give police more money in the end, reward them a little bit. But we don't control that shit whatsoever. It's just an idea at this point. So whatever. Alright, let's see the opportunity thing. Is it gonna blow me off just because I feel like it should have done that? It has 3 crowns, 4 crowns. Oh my god. Most opportunities are absolutely fake. We should probably start from 0, unfortunately. So now it's 1. I definitely understand this one. Most of these things are scams. If there's demand, there's... Okay, we have to read everything. Alright. If you lose something, then it's not that valuable. So the opportunity has to linger around for a little bit longer, or it has to be very easy to receive. So it has to be straight in your face asking, do you want this or not? Alright? So, very simple. You identify the opportunity to choose to take it or not. It's very simple. If that's the thing that you wanted the most, like you take it, man. Just like I took the memory and memorized it. I took the dream and memorized it. Now it's forever written in, unless Chinese people decide to destroy Discord for some reason, because I exist. You know? Because they own everything, pretty much. Chinese, man. I shouldn't have said Chongqing, man. But they probably would laugh at everything, so no problem there, dude. Whatever you say, they just laugh. If there's a demand, there's going to be supply. Yeah, so the boats don't just run away from you. They keep coming back because they need to supply the opportunity as well for you to do something. So, and if it's a good opportunity, it will keep collecting people, you know, and showing how happy the people are. Not just showing, but letting you to talk to them, you know, and investigate for yourself. Very simple stuff like that, dude. Internet is still in Stone Age. The best opportunity is to wait, which is fucking hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. You just sit there and wait, man. Fantastic. Abusers say that. They want you to feel fear, and one of the scariest things is to miss out on things that other people will take advantage of. But again, if you truly believe in yourself, you will always be ready for anything. And I'm above average. I don't see opportunities, man. I look at AI and I just, heh. Well, you gonna cheat on school now? Oh, wow. Congratulations, bruh. Congratulations. That is, still not gonna do anything. But it will empower you to treat AI a little bit with respect. And AI is pretty scary because now artists are completely obsolete in a way. You can make any kind of art instantly. I can't wait to make thumbnails using AI. I still don't know what AI I should be using for that shit, but I'll just wait, I guess. I will try eventually. And maybe I'll even be able to make music and make my voice sexy, essentially. Man, I can't wait for that shit. So AI is pretty cool. There are opportunities that I will just, you know, grab and try out, and my content is probably gonna be all of a sudden pretty juicy. We'll see. You know, all I'm saying is that it shouldn't be too difficult to grab it. Especially if you use TikTok. TikTok is one of the craziest things. Okay, maybe I shouldn't click because, like, it's annoying. You do need to take care of the opportunities. You just don't jump the boat. You don't jump the boat and sail off into oblivion. Alright. Yeah, chasing opportunities is the bullshit. And I think if you rephrase it like that, yeah, let's just keep it in the mind's eye that it's about chasing opportunities. Because if an opportunity doesn't just stick around and it's going all over the place, trying to attract as many people as possible just randomly, an opportunity is supposed to try and convince you that it's actually good to use. Yes, right now there's too many terrible people, but the opportunity is supposed to recognize that you are not a terrible person, and you actually listen. So if you show the signs that you are a human being, an opportunity should present itself to you. At the moment, internet is full of people talking about opportunities, so you should have a sense of what is fake and what is real. Anytime someone talks about money and financial opportunities, immediately fake. I don't even know what it is, man. You talk about money, it's fake, dude. You asking me for money, it's fake. Alright, but if there's a tool on the internet that I can use or a video that I can watch, not fake. Alright. That's my filter. I'm sorry if it sucks. Alright. Don't be social pressured into doing anything. And the biggest social pressure is looking into my fucking wallet. It's like, oh, if you invest a lot of... leave my wallet alone, dude. I want to earn money through effort. Thank you very much. And not even through a job, honestly. Effort. Any kind of effort towards that thing. So I don't want to be a slave, corporate slave to someone either. Dude, I want to be recognized for the talents that I have and apply them to get some cashews. Hustle, if you like to say that word. But it feels so much better than working for someone. That sucks. Drugs, alcohol, smoking, trying too hard. Signs of social pressure. Yes, try things, but educate yourself on risk first. So every opportunity comes with tons of risk, and it's better to... The best thing is not to jump board, not to chase opportunities, but to think, alright? Learn the being a Sonic skill, where the Sonic spins in place and targets the best opportunity slowly, and then it just zooms out in the speed of sound and catches whatever he needs to get to, But you do the Sonic thing, there's opportunities everywhere, so you observe 360, look around, and then zoom in into whatever you like to. Opportunities tend to come back in more accessible form. Yeah. Opportunities. If they're good opportunities, they will keep improving themselves. That's not a big deal. So again, missing opportunities, not a problem. It's absolute bullshit if you have a fear of that. Let's keep going. I've been on the internet. It still sucks. Alright, whatever I'm doing, it might look like super cool. Being an influencer, really cool. All of this shit sucks ass. Alright? It sucks ass. If I get paid, I get paid. Not some random influencer on the internet. If I get paid for what I do, holy shit, I'll brag about this opportunity to everyone. It's like, whoa, you can do this and that. But you can kill yourself, basically. The amount of effort that I had to put in. So even if I get paid, I'll still probably say it's not for you guys. Don't do what I did. Don't try and do what I did, because I will show you the stats of how many hours I had to put in if I do in fact break through and start earning money, which is an insanity, dude, to think about it even. Will that ever happen, guys? Will that ever happen? But it must happen, because I have to fight to reach some kind of influencer out there. That's the best way to get paid, is just collab, man. Collab! That's it, man. Because they're getting paid, and they're looking for ideas, and they're looking for appreciation. And what is the biggest fan of all time, if not YouTube CEO? So they will have me in their videos. I'll try to make sure of that. Alright? Or I will just sit back next year and be disappointed in another YouTube Rewind, That's now what I can't wait for. Just get disappointed in myself. Investing your time into lottery. Okay, where is it? Try things. Okay, investing your time into lotteries will leave you with zero skills and morality. So, some people even want to tell you that lottery is some kind of opportunity, or like gambling is. We know it's not. So that's fantastic. Then to come back. Okay, so I've been on the... Okay. Sometimes chasing opportunities leaves you with negative value. That's the whole point of the bullshit video, which I translated to. What if you change your mind? You can't. Yeah, most of it, you have to be careful of the contracts. In fact, a lot of celebrities are on contracts to basically feed a lot of families, not just themselves, being millionaires themselves. They have to feed producers and dancers, even all kinds of fucking weird people, to fucking a person who handles lights on a stage. They have to feed that person. Holy crap, man. Everyone's relying on these celebrities sometimes. And holy crap. You can't just leave off stage and do your thingy the next day. You can't just cancel your tour on a whim, man. Cause you got the opportunity, bruh. Now you gotta deal with it, bruh. The greatest opportunities are not boats that leave. The opportunity accessible for everyone. So must be inclusive. Which is kind of weird, right? Because, like, yes, it's... I don't know if that's true, man. I don't know if that's true, to be honest. Because, like... Well, for everyone, anyone can kind of get the opportunity. But there's still requirements, unfortunately. Alright? It has to be. If it's accessible to everyone, then it's actually more likely to be a scam. And every opportunity tries to be accessible for everyone. So I have to phrase it a little bit differently. Very nice. Another 11-pointer in the end. Nothing that stands out specifically, but nothing stands out at the moment, and that sucks, man. That is a sucker. Oh, no fab, boys. The fence of no fab. Oh boy. So you see a lot of green lights, meaning that it sucks ass. So, that shit doesn't work. Blue square. And no. Meaning, we're gonna counter this nonsense by saying, I like dreams. Very interesting. Some animals die after having sex. Humans die all the time, dude. And usually not from sex. Alright. I can there's a better one, okay? Oops. I stepped on an ant. What will we do? Someone will step on me? What am I gonna do, man? I hate being tired because dreaming is a wasting my time. I don't know if it's a good counter, but I have to counter it. Not tonight. I don't know if it wasted my time, but I just felt like this awesome connection, you know, while the rest of the world was just me in a fucking classroom, and no one likes that, you know. And why do I not have the instinct to just send a nuclear missile. I can manipulate dreams, right? Where's the fucking nuclear weapons when I need them, man? Yeah, give me another school experience. I should be ready by then, dude. Give me more. I can't wait. I eat less than an average person. Yeah, this is a scary one because, like, it could be important, and I can't deny this. All right, but I don't think it's red though. All right, so what you have to do, like, you must be physically ready for this stressful activity. All right. Which is not red, unfortunately, as you can tell. It's kind of yellow. All right. Slow down, boy. Slow down. But, because you need this, it's just a requirement. It's not negative or positive, it's just a requirement. You will get more energy. You will. Which, still have no proof for that. I also have no proof that not doing what you want is gonna give you benefits in life. That shit sucks, man. Alright, it's not being able to restrain yourself from doing what you want. Come on, man. What kind of benefit is that shit gonna give you? Yes, you probably will be able to get more real-life success. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I certainly will not make touching grass is bullshit video. Can't wait to make that one. But I can't because it is not true. Touching grass is never bullshit. Ever, ever. Alright, so let's look at the good points. I'm rooting for you, NoFap. You can still kick ass, like, get 15 points and we're just gonna run with it. Alright? Because right now, even feelings are, like, stuck. If it was 2 points ahead, it would be significantly different. But it isn't. Fantastic, man. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and find patterns, right? So like rejection, and jail, and ban comes together. Disorder and science comes together, I guess. Boredom is in the same category here. Opportunity, you know. Opportunity just kind of stands on its own. I guess that's what it makes it so powerful, which is weird, right? Opportunity, but it's such a strong feeling too. Interesting. All right. NoFap kind of is also in that category. Yeah, like, why are Rainbow Nazis not panicking about NoFap, by the way? Because that is like suppressing our sexuality. That they should be concerned. They should be offended. I mean, come on, man. But no community exists. They don't understand how to operate. At the moment, at least. The moment that they will start operating, it's gonna be a night and day difference. It's gonna be weird. But I will know how to operate on them, and it's gonna be so fantastic if they try and do that. Try to exist. Masturbation is something else, something everyone can do, feel whenever. The benefits are not obvious and your body doesn't stop you. Yeah. What about the benefits though? Andrew Tate, he doesn't get tired because of sex. And we have to listen to Andrew Tate. I don't know if he's exaggerating as always, man. There's no way, dude. Just like he's exaggerating that he's a Superman in his dreams. Yeah, you bought your dreams over as well? How did you do that, man? Why do I get to live in school for still, to this day, 9 years later, after I finished school, man, I still live in it. What do I do, man? What did I do wrong? Why am I not a Superman? Fuck me, dude. Evolution tells me that I should seek what feels good. But because he's so extreme and he's exaggerating everything and he can flex on every single front line ever, it's like if we have an army, an Andrew Tate is always going to be in front. Whether he exists or not, we just know that he's there. Alright? We know there's an Andrew Tate in front line somewhere. Alright? And he's flexing. He's flexing right there. He's in front lines all the time. The only question is, can he deal any damage besides being a cheerleader for men? You know. Evolution tells me that I should seek what feels good. Yeah. Very simple. But you shouldn't just, always constantly do what feels good. You have to have a reason. Alright. So it's quite of a requirement. Another yellow light. Please do not forget to do what you like. It's a principle. People just spit too much bullshit for me to believe them. Yeah. I wish people would debate me. Yeah, it's not happening. Being hungry all the time is pretty bad. Again, it's the same, wanting something. That's what makes you feel hungry. Yeah, you're trying really hard. What a hero. Wow, what a hero. So, oh yeah, that's the worst, man. That's what discredits NoFap like crazy, dude. Because one of the greatest principles is never try hard. Alright, that's not what life is about. You will always get in trouble by trying too hard. You can try hard for a certain amount of time, because there's only a certain amount of stress that your body can recover from quickly and not feel destroyed. But even then, you don't know, because stress comes to bite you over time. So that's why you just jump in and out and see what happens. But I went to the hospital. It was cold outside. I got a little wet in my shoe because my shoe is fucking torn. And I got sick. It's just that simple. It was that easy. You go to hospital, you will get sick. Okay? There's no way around it. It's just too likely to happen. At the same time, it was a very stressful time in general, talking to my classmates. So I'm pretty sure all of the combination of all of these things come to bite me real hard, and I got sick. All right. I didn't try hard. I just did what I had to do, technically. But even then, I just naturally got kind of in trouble, and my body definitely told me that. Not sick anymore, but it was a terrifying time. Anytime you would get sick, it's a terrifying time because you don't know when it's going to go away, or if it's going to escalate into something more terrifying. You know. And now you're in uncanny territory, my friends. You're setting yourself for failure, you will do it eventually anyways. Yeah, but That's why you have to improve your strategy and think about percentage of nofap, you know. That's how you improve. Still, just like reading books, man, that's the level that nofap community represents, basically. Oh, you should definitely read books because blah blah blah. Dude, there's technology now, alright? And you have to learn how to use it, unfortunately, and when to use it. It's not that difficult. Again, when I do my act of tremendous pleasure, I give someone 60 points, and that shit sometimes hurts, man. Because sometimes people do not deserve those points. But most of the times I feel like that's how girls earn points. Like, that's the shortcut to earning points for girls. And I fucking feed that shit like I'm a priest, man. Oh, come here. Milky time. And it's fucking fascinating, dude. It's fucking I don't feel like a virgin anymore, dude. I don't feel it, man. I work so hard on this stuff, and my fantasies are pretty potent, I'm not gonna lie. I probably can talk about my FAP experience better than most people can talk about their sex life. I mean, for fuck's sake. Just that alone, just that joke alone is fucking hilarious. I have to fucking make a candy out of this. This is fucking amazing. Nah, I can probably talk about my FAP experience more than most people can express joy about their sex life. Something like that. Good luck, man. If I enjoy this a lot more, then who's the virgin, guys? Which one is the virgin? Tell me. You tell me, bruh. Obviously, being a virgin sucks, man. But in terms of not trying different things, but some things are not meant to be tried, you know, like a guillotine machine. You should not try that one. So now I look at sex much differently. Okay, so maybe I don't need that one. Maybe it actually sucks real bad. Have you thought about it? Maybe whatever you're doing sucks ass. I don't hear people bragging about it. Alright, they do it in the shadows and it's like, ooh, like little bunnies smashing into each other. Despacito style. Oh yeah, boys. And then they shut the fuck up about it, which is hilarious to me. Can you believe that? NoFap community is a lot more loud and clear than sex community, unfortunately. Just because you sexualize everything and you say 69 a bunch of times, it still means absolutely nothing. Because you can't talk about the thing. Unfortunately, can you? So, yeah, it's so mind-blowing. I have to make another candy. It's fucking hilarious. NoFap community is louder than sex community. What? What the hell is that shit, man? This is a kissy, man. Oh, hilarious, man. I love it. What else do we have? Where did we left off, man? Yeah, you eventually will do it anyways. So it's not about the days, the dry days. Oh my god, I survived. I'm a survivor, guys. You should try not eating food. Because food is bad for you, man. Food makes you hungry. Stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if you can make the same arguments. You know, food is like not scary. But if you make food a little bit scary, you can start making arguments like, well, food is actually bad for you. Certain types of food, like people actually, you know, demonize food. Just shut the fuck up about it. We can't choose. We just buy cheap food. I'm sorry, dude. I don't even care how bad it is for me. I just eat cheap food that tastes fine, that is edible, alright? I take edible food that is cheap and I put it in my mouth. And I don't give a fuck what you say about that, bruh. Alright, I'll keep putting it in my mouth. And giving Milkies to everyone, because that's also free food. Anyways, this habit is the hardest thing you can possibly control. Again, trying hard is weird. This is just the beginning intro to... What? Stop existing for 90 days. It has all kinds of benefits. People do it all the time. It's hilarious. I don't know if it's discouraging nofap enough. You know why I will click? Because Ariana told me so, because I put her on a thumbnail and she shows up, so I'm like, well, is that the stars align? You wanted to click on nofap for some reason. I'll click. Whatever, bruh. Do you think I will lose 30% of my energy for spitting too much? In what universe will you convince me to do this challenge? You know, the funniest thing happened. I'll tell you that. The funniest thing happened. When I was watching a lot of porn, guess what happened? I slept less time. I was just diving into the most brutal porn you can fucking find. I was making statistics of like who gets DP, who gets blacked, when that happens, when they start porn career, all that shit. I've checked every single porn star I cared about, and that day I slept less, and it was like 3 hours of sleep. I couldn't even sleep. I'll show you guys. Type in sleep. Don't tell me you can break the record after having 3 hours of sleep. So here it is. XXX boys. Watching tons and tons of porn. The next day. So, pretty much I sleep here. Right? Maybe even less than 3 hours of sleep. I believe, right? Yeah, because you can see the switch completely. Maybe? Because you don't see a gap. This must be the only gap, which is less than 3 hours of sleep. So even the fact that fapping is actually gonna make you more sleepy or exhausted, I was left confused because it did not happen. It did the opposite. All right, and it happened again the next day. I slept for 4 hours. All right, so it didn't have like a crash and burn thing happen either. All right. I don't know what happened, guys. I do not understand what happened. I might want to try that experiment again. I just don't have a reason to watch a bunch of porn right now. But I understand what's happening, you know. I get very excited. And I don't really care about sleeping that much, you know. Sleeping is now evil. I'm excited, dude. I want to live my life. So, but most of the time, this is an exception, obviously. Most of the time I do feel sleepy, and I sleep immediately after doing that, which still doesn't bother me, but I understand, guys. I understand it's a struggle for working type people. It's definitely a struggle. Alright, so I'll retract one point. Alright, so now we need to group these things together and extract something else entirely. Alright, there's a hidden bullshit somewhere lurking around, and we have to find it, because we clearly can't find it just by looking at different bullshits. But you can see, like, wow, nothing stands out in any direction. Nothing is bad type of bullshit, and nothing is a extreme type of bullshit besides ignorance, which is a good job, ignorance, for evolving yourself. Congratulations. And ignorance is surrounded by this group of people, of bullshitteers, man. Entities, right? Yeah, I could even create the ban. I could eventually create these entities in the future, but they're all surrounding ignorance, basically. I think so. They automatically like just disqualified from this competition. Maybe boredom is a little bit different. It's just this stuff induces boredom, I would say, because you're not allowed to do so many things, and ignorance also induces boredom, for sure, because then you literally have no responsibilities. The responsibilities are not shared amongst people, and you don't know what to do. You just don't. You have to figure it out yourself. There's still plenty of things to do, to consume, and filter out the shit information and give the good information. My job is to just be aware of as many things as possible and to flex my knowledge of those things. Flex even harder than Ender Tate, but I cannot flex financially or the amount of girls that I have or blah blah blah. But maybe eventually, Ender Tate is older than me and I'm moving pretty fast in life. In terms of the quality of my videos and the power level of my videos is definitely increasing. And because I'm not getting that many subscribers, the fact that my watch time is also increasing, I'm doing things correctly, alright? I'm going the right way. So, that is the greatest metric of all time. If your subscriber count doesn't change, but your watch time is increasing, that you can be proud of yourself because you're actually growing in that sense. Like YouTube, because there's more and more competition at the same time. Maybe not specifically on YouTube, but still there has to be. It rips YouTube apart. Anything outside of YouTube still rips YouTube apart in its community. So the fact that I'm still growing while the competition is also growing, that guys is legendary. Okay. Fucking legendary. So let's see if we can find the shit link. I have a feeling it has to do with these guys or science or so there's three fingers. And if we I don't know if we can combine these two, but now again we need to understand this is all about ignorance. All right. There's a lot of neglect in terms of punishments. Punishments are not supposed to be terrifying and destructive to people's lives, but we kept it that way. It wasn't the case when we didn't have the internet. Now we have the internet. We need to be connected to the internet at all times. All right? Because we can barely do damage on the internet. So you shouldn't be jailed from the internet because you can't do damage there, unfortunately. All right? But you can still be jailed from society, that's fine, I guess, but still find a good reason to do that. Don't jail people who like me, who's stuck on the internet just trying to defend myself from fucking old women asking for money, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. And why you come here to 5th floor, dude? It's pretty high up here. Alright? An old woman just comes in. Hello? You know? And I get in trouble for that. Fantastic. Now I get paid for it. So, if I knew what I was doing, I would have done it immediately. No questions asked, man. If I knew that that's how much freedom I will get by being in jail, I will get out and I will be able to inject myself deeper into society and its problems and start solving things, fuck yeah, dude. So, there's the special exception that happened to me why I will not... jail is out of here. Alright, you hit 8, get the fuck out of here, bro. So, rejection ban... Now, rejection... Also, if it's linked with ignorance, right, for sure. So, we know that boredom is linked with ignorance, as I've said. If you keep getting ignored, if people reject you and you're getting ignored, you're gonna be bored. Alright? Ignorance just pretty much just generates so much bullshit. And these are like straight up. Just straight up ignorance, boys. No questions asked about this one. So if you just flip ignorance a different way, you can rephrase it. So, ignorance is consumed. I hope you add happy ignorance to get your food. Congratulations. But now, is there more ignorance happening? Technically, you can find ignorance everywhere, but this is different. This is different and we have to identify. So now, let's focus on here. Opportunity and no... Man. So, the good opportunities are always there. I collect pictures of women. Sometimes the boat leaves, which is fucking crazy. Like, Jewel has deleted a lot of photos from her Instagram. Sabrina has deleted a lot of photos from her Instagram. People sometimes do that. When I was in the Facebook era, I collected pictures and I lost those pictures and I cry every day about it. Because those were from my school, man. From the girls I really cared about, man. And I lost those pictures and I will never forget and forgive for whoever did that to me. Because I would have never done that, alright? My dad destroyed my laptop and the dude that I lived with in orphanage decided to like sell my computer because I wasn't using it. And I had, not stored my my photos anywhere else at that moment. So I just kind of forgot about it and I lost everything. So I lost it twice for stupid ass fucking reasons, man. Stupid ass reasons. It wasn't worth it, guys. It was never worth it. To not even sell my computer, sell my hard drive of a computer. It's like, what was the point, man? It was like he knew, man. It was like he knew. It's fucking crazy. Actually, it's even worse than that. I'm realizing now, Because it could have had, like, sensitive data the whole way through and I just, sold it to him. Am I fucking retarded? He was the cheater the whole way through, man. Sold a fucking heart. I look back, holy shit, I'm retarded, guys. That's why I don't want to fucking interact with people in real life, for fuck's sake. Even a person I trusted the most fucking is a absolute ass in the face, man. Absolute ass in the face. The orphanage experience was terrifying and annoying, man. My laptop was going from one hand to the other hand because there are plenty of bullies that want to share my laptop, and enjoy it. Because they will not get in trouble for it. Well, what can I say, man? They can't really beat me up, though. That would suck ass. But they definitely tried. And I did got punched in the face. They got very scared after doing that, but I got that one. So, yeah. Orphanage, amazing. And guess why I got punched in the face? Because I threw like a fucking slipper at a child. Alright? Disrespected a child, man. Fuck children, dude. But, that was worthy. it was a worthy. So the orphanage was a terrible experience. But my mom created a much more terrible experience at home. Right now, she's fucking an angel human being. Just farts every night. But I can deal with that, alright? She still causes problems, and she still needs a little bit of training, and I can't wait to feed her some TikTok. Because she has plenty of time to do that. Just scroll through TikTok. I don't know what else to give her, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be fine with that one. Alright. She's enjoying playing with her fucking shit phone, like the Snake game. You have no idea, man. How TikTok is gonna be different experience for her, and all you need to is just learn how to scroll. I'm sorry, dude. Shouldn't be that hard. But it's still gonna be hard for her, obviously. It's not a book. It's not a fucking magazine. But it's also fucking free. Alright, you just connect to my internet that I pay for anyways. No big deal. It's not gonna be slower for me anyways. So I can't wait to feed her TikTok and see what happens. Alright, the greatest social experiment of all time. Why am I waiting? Because I'm an asshole, okay? I wait on everything. I just don't have a tablet that I could give her. I have tablets for myself, so I need to buy one. And until I make a purchase, I tend to just wait. Until I feel like it. So right now it's fucking cold outside and I don't want to order anything or go to a shop. Fuck it, man. When I feel like it, dude. Unfortunately. So, the sad part about opportunities is that it's not up to you. I mean, it's not up to other people necessarily to make you discover opportunities. You have to do it. You have to see what is possible, what is life-changing, and try and pursue that and see what happens. But, you know, TikTok is definitely an educational tool to tell you what can you do sometimes. What kind of things you can try. It's still not precise in doing so. TikTok is never gonna give you what you want. It's just gonna give you random stuff. But sometimes it's good enough. Anyways, so what is the link between these two things, man? What the hell? One is about not taking opportunities, and one is about taking all the opportunities. So these are like extreme ways to handle an opportunity. Technically, it just doesn't feel like it's linked, right? I'm trying to link something unlinkable. Oh man, it sucks. Why am I trying so hard then? NoFap is like exists on its own. It's just a trendy thing, right? But it probably can be translated to something else. So I have to think, man. Yeah, I mean, I think it's about just getting scammed. Because this is like super valuable thing that could potentially block you from caring about girls. Alright? And I'm not saying there's a secret society who's like trying to do that. Because if you don't fap, you don't care. And all of a sudden, you disappear. If you just try to dominate real life like a Chad, you're gonna get punished by the girls. The girls are gonna use their superpowers and rip you apart, man. You think you're gonna giga chat on every girl you see? Like, good luck, dude. Also, you need money to do that, to impress them. How are you gonna impress them, dude? Oh, you're gonna work on yourself. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I don't care. I just take what is free, easy, and forget the rest. So, what these fucking idiots are trying to do is to get rid of this thing, so start chasing opportunities in real life that are not actually opportunities. It's the exact same thing. In fact, we found it, didn't we? It's the exact same thing. It's the... Wow. Alright. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I just feed the opportunity thing, because it kind of feeds into that. Alright. I guess the rainbow feeds into feelings. And then I think, okay, science. Alright, combination. And this is 24 right now. This is 21. This is 20. So this is winning by far. Let's see if these guys can catch up with their... I still don't know how to define this. Flexing your powers like a child would. You know? Having your poppy ego, basically. Poppy ego. Meaning that you feel like you're on top of the world, but you're also ridiculously clueless. Which is hilarious to look at. Because you know you're gonna feed them something, like actual facts, and those facts gonna linger and ruin their life and traumatize them. It's just a fact, bruh. Why are you getting emotionally damaged by a facto? But that's what I want to do, you know. I want to feed a person like a book of facts, and make sure that it's always there. Alright, and I want to see how they react to it. The greatest social experiment of all time. Can they survive surrounded by a few facts here and there, you know? Can they survive? Like, you know, just like having a poster on your wall that is a little bit annoying, but you have to survive because it's a true fact. You might not agree with it. It might make you feel weird, but it's a true fact that you might not want to accept. You know, but because I made a 2-hour video about it, in order to retaliate, you have to make a 2-hour video about it. So there is a way to remove the poster, but you have to make a 2-hour video about it. And if I retaliate back, the poster goes back again. So it would be a fucking ridiculous social experiment. I would love it, man. Holy crap. Just because of that, I'm clicking, man. I'm me clicker. I also would very much love to piss off a bunch of rainbow Nazis. Anytime, any place, man. Just invade their community. And not to explore my sexuality anymore. Just piss on them. It's like, I am virgin, I'm so super proud, I will never have sexuality, and that is not my sexuality, by the way. I will never have a sexuality, and I flex on that shit, and I don't believe you have a sexuality, and you will never prove it to me, because you're never gonna give me a sexuality yourself. So, if I never experience sexualities, I will never be able to tell a difference of what sexuality is. So you're fucking screwed, guys. You're screwed. Virgin wins all the time. So these rainbow Nazis, they lose. I'm a natural virgin, and I'm naturally the most nuclear weapon against this fucking garbage community. So, oh man, I love that shit. Wow, but we gonna call you an incel? Yeah, I don't know if there's anything worse than a Nazi, so, you know, Nazis, a community of people that sucks ass. That's what Nazi means, man. It just wants pain and destruction for everyone else. Wants change that means nothing in the end, because it's evidentially just wrong and non-existent. and weird and pathetic. It feels good though, because you're talking about sex in a weird fucking way like everyone else does. 69 everywhere, dude. Oh look, I've created a song about 69. Shut the fuck up, Ari, okay? We're not talking about you. Shut the fuck up, man. Is that why why I had to slap you on NoFab? Because you made a 69 song? Is that why people recognize? Man, that's fucking magical, dude. But I'm not gonna click again because of magic. You gotta click. So yeah, it is a 4-hour adventure, but we're getting there. All right, we're almost there. Or these are gonna be 3 categories, and then there's obviously the science category, the authority, the shitty authority category, trying to feed you bullshit. Am I excited about this one? Kind of. But I kind of don't want to talk about Bruno because, well, as long as government pays me and doesn't actually ask me for my money back, but inflation is quite annoying thingy that hurts everyone right now, and everyone's suffering like crazy. Especially in my country. In my country, it's probably the worst inflation ever. But I don't really feel the difference at the moment locally, so I'm not sure what's up. Maybe there is quite a big difference. I just don't see it at the moment. Still feel like the prices are kind of the same when I looked at them since the start of the year, so I don't know. The one price that is not the same is the bread price. It went up 2 times. Alright, but it was pretty low price to begin with, so I still don't feel it. Unfortunately, I'm still gonna buy the same bread. And the rest of the bread did not change price. It's just that the cheapest one that made no sense became twice as expensive, and now it makes sense. It's like, wow, congratulations. I should have bought all the bread all the time. To save all the money. But you know, you can't just eat the same food all the time. It's kind of disgusting eventually. Flat disorder. Shape of the Earth. Like, it's so tough. People are just wasting time, which is so annoying. That's the most annoying thing about Shape of the Earth is like, no, we know what the shape is based on our experience and common sense. So everyone who fucking claims to know science, you guys, you're wasting my time. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck about your scientific evidence. You need to give me scientific experience. Oh yeah, boys. You gotta tell me what kind of experiment I have to make to get the scientific experience that the Earth is a certain type of shape, my friends. Oh, I have to go to Antarctica. Oh, fuck yeah, I'll do that one. I'll do that one anytime now. And it's still biased because I could be lied to. I could be thrown into North Pole instead, and they're gonna just pretend, oh, it's actually Antarctica. Oh, okay. Okay. Can I use GPS, please? No, I can't. Okay. Fuck me then. Because, you know, you want to prove of 24-hour sunlight, daylight in Antarctica. If that was proven, and it's not that difficult to prove, apparently, if Mr. Beast can go there, any scientist can go there, apparently. So you just film the proof. No problem, right? So we're so close to getting that scientific shit into our mouth. They just need to improve a little bit, and no problem, right? The problem did happen when YouTube decided to ban most of the flat earth content, and I'm a little bit pissed about that. Alright, holy fuck. And obviously people are mistreated based on their disorders and It's just rampant everywhere, and I fucking hate it. It's so heartbreaking to see Selena get a phone call from her doctor, and the doctor just, in fucking weird terms, describes the problem that she has, and it makes absolutely no sense to me, because it's all doctor language, basically. I have a clip. I have it somewhere in my catalog of things. When I was talking about Selena, you can find it. It's not that difficult. But it's still very much equalizing. And I don't know what to do about it. Right? It just happens that way all the time. I'm just the most fairest person of them all. I don't see difference no matter what kind of things I put in front of myself. They're the same. But these are the same. Come on, man. If something like this happens, then these are in fact 4 elements. Pretty sure that ignorance is a wind element, because why not? Science and authority, however, wants to be a wind element. So maybe ignorance is like the fire element or something? Because I hate it the most, so it must be it, right? Well, authority, I can just crush that shit. It's not that difficult, but ignorance is just... There's so many forms of it. It destroys lives, it burns bridges down, it must be fire. Opportunities... There's always an opportunity. Well, the bad opportunities. The toxic ones that try to just steal your soul and capture you. This might be the earth stuff, and the feelings obviously the water stuff. So we just found 4 elements in a different way, and when we find 4 elements, nothing is gonna stand out. Obviously, there's no, like, odd one out either. So, here you go. You expected me to win a competition, guys. There's no such thing as winning a competition in my world. I've never done it, guys. Ari versus Selena, draw. Exact draw. Hearthstone versus TikTok, draw. Trying to compete all 4 girls at once, draw. It's impossible. I don't know, man. Reality sucks ass. Alright? There is no bullshit of the year, unfortunately. Bullshit of the year is that there is no bullshit of the year. There's nothing to focus on. You focus on whatever the fuck you can actually solve. See you guys next time, I think. I don't want this to make this anticlimactic, though. No, bullshit of the year is fucking ignorance. That's the thing that I hate the most. So obviously I will crown it the bullshit of the year. Why not? I know it's too easy. I know it's too simple, boys. But you can focus on this one if you want. Nah. No, technically the conclusion is that... Well, no, it's ignorance. Ignorance. Because I've seen so many flavors of ignorance. You know, I can't say anything else. For as long as I'm being ignored, it's the bullshit of the year. For me, and I can't say anything else. So I guess that's the real conclusion. It's very simple. Despite there being many bullshits all in the spectrum. And we found that, and it's a very satisfying conclusion. However, ignorance takes the cake and will forever be the biggest bullshit. And if there's no second place, well, fuck it. I'll show you the first place instead. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. I know it's a long video, but you survived because you care about solving bullshit. Congratulations. You should buy yourself a crown and wear it every day. And if someone asks, you have an excuse to wear a crown now. Congratulations. Bye-bye now.